Hello. Sorry for the extra long waiting screen. I was offering emotional support to a friend of mine. But how's it going? Hello, hello. How are we doing today? We doing anything at all? We doing good? We're gonna be doing the DLC today. Also, I know that like oh, sleepy. Sleepy baby. Mommy. Yes. Okay. We're doing the DLC today because I wanted to start doing the next part of, well, not the next part, but I wanted to get started on the Black Eagles run. But I think it sounds like we want the DLC unlocked for multiple reasons. So pop this. Let's pop this out. I don't know how to access the DLC. Oh, it's maybe the thing that's a side story. People are saying that it's a side story, so. See that? Side story. How to play... How the side story plays. Growth. Units will level up, but skills will not increase. Units can change classes, but cannot gain new certifications. Or, you gain ore by winning battles and inflicting armor breaks. Okay. Be mindful of your weapon durability. There's a finite amount of gold and ore, and only the sword of the creator is repaired when you explore. Before each battle, use the shops around Abyss or the battle prep menu to refresh your battalions and forge or repair your weapons. There's no maddening difficulty? Oh. Oh, okay. I mean... Oh, do I want to play Fembyleth for this? I feel like I could be a cute anime girl for this one. Because I'm assuming it's not as long as the other one. I mean, I don't know how long it is. The Engage one was actually surprisingly long. So I don't know if we're going to be doing this for the next bit. I thought there was. I probably played it on hard then. Welcome, boy. Do I be a cute anime girl? Look at the distance between her eyeballs. What's actually really funny about Fembyleth is I think there's a lot of people who are like, oh man, like the weird design tights on Fembyleth is so hot, like I'm so into that. And I'm like, I feel like if you took Fembyleth's design, you just put normal tights on her, like it would be infinitely better to me. Like, I know they need to like design things because being a character designer or something, but I feel like the generic is way better for me personally. This isn't related to the main story at all, right? So I can choose. It's not like there's marriage options in the DLC, is there? I don't have to be concerned about that. I'm just gonna enter your name. Blaris. My name's Blaris. Is Blaris correct? Alright, let's do it. Oh, I haven't had my coffee today, but I'm excited. Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk over this.
Cindered Shadows, the fourth house. In the imperial year 185, the construction of Garreg Mach was completed. Saint Seros held a sacred ritual to honor the occasion. 4 saints, known as the Four Apostles, were led to a tranquil place to perform the ritual. They poured their holy essences into the chalice of beginnings, a gift from the goddess herself, in hopes.
What do they
of
mean by
bringing
holy
about a
essence, and
second
what are they
coming.
pouring in there?
Alas, the rite of rising failed. Bearing the blame for the ritual's failure, the Four Apostles left the monastery, all but vanishing from the land.
Turns out their
The
cum
first
tributes
sought
weren't
the
enough.
lush forest
Well,
of
this
the
is still
Dresden's
going.
mountains. The second traversed Fodlin's fangs, settling on the ocean's salted shores. The third traveled to the mountains, vanishing beneath their lofty peaks. And the fourth faded into shadow, in a town untouched by day's light. Lost to history, nothing but legend now remains of the Four Apostles. Their offering to the Nabatean chalice and the goddess, who never returned.
Okay. Cool. Also, I noticed that chat isn't working, so we'll see if I can fix it.
Excuse me. Sorry to intrude.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Oh,
Please,
shit.
forgive the disruption, Lady Rhea, but I have that report you asked for.
Let me try fixing it. Because I know sometimes if I, like, turn it off, I turn it on, turn it off. I need to... See. Can I do it? Yes. I mean, what is up with... What is up with it? Why? Why is this happening? Okay, well, if I'm curious. Can I do this? If I just, like, delete all that. Oh. Hey, Bird, how's it going? Welcome. Oh. Well, that appears to be working. I think. I don't know why it bugs out like that sometimes. I've yet to play the DLC on Maddening, maybe someday. Well, apparently there's no Maddening difficulty. Sorry, I know the title says Maddening, but I think it's just... I think it doesn't have a Maddening difficulty. Which is, honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to it so that I don't need to try that hard. I'm excited to not need to try that hard. Like, I know that, you know, we can, like, enjoy the story and all that stuff, but I was kind of excited to start doing the Edelgard stuff, and I guess, like, working on all the, like, goofy builds that I want to do for the people, which aren't that goofy, but, you know, I want to work towards having that machine sort of working, right? I've talked before about how, like, you know, number go up in RPGs isn't usually the most compelling for me, but definitely, like, assembling the Rube Goldberg machine of, like, these are what all of my party members do, and then seeing that work, like, that is satisfying for me. I don't care as much about big number, but I do care about whether or not I can cast Rescue with Bernadetta, and that means that I'm gonna, like, frontline with somebody and then rescue them back so that they don't die immediately, and I can do, like, weird aggressive plays like that. All I remember is there are 2 difficulties, and I did the easier of the 2. Ah, I see, so I'd like to do the harder one. I got it. Yeah. I just know that I've been on record to say that I'm not huge into RPGs as far as, like, oh, you do 50% more damage now. Like, whatever. Cool. I like messing around with the verbs.
Do not worry yourself, Eloise. As it happens, I am presently unoccupied. Please, go on.
Ah, great. I'll just... Huh? What's that book you've got there?
Sorry, the other thing that I wanted to say was, I just got my coffee in. So, you know, I don't always order coffee. There's a coffee shop that I order from, like I get my beans from. Because I think they're a good roaster. I generally like the flavors that come out in their coffee. Thing is, they're not like 100% local to me. Like they're a few towns over, cities, whatever. They're drives away. So I usually order, get it ordered. But that also means that if I'm not proactive, which sometimes I'm not because I'm like, I don't know if I can order coffee right now, right? But I could, so that was exciting. I was happy about that. And there was a number of days where I was using like lower quality bagged coffee. It's the like trying to be premium brand coffee that you get from the grocery store, and it's like, oh look, it's so premium, wow, look at it. However, my experience with that coffee is that it's not great. The first thing is that because it's ground, I mean it dies faster. Keeping it as like the full bean before grinding it matters, in my understanding, to keep it fresh. And then also, yeah, so the last, I think like a week and a half has been actually having that like pseudo premium coffee from the grocery store, and I'm like, this is fine. Like, I know it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. This is all good. But like, man, having good coffee in the castle feels good. Good. It's night and day. The shit slaps.
It is a chronicle covering the 995 years since Garrick Mach Monastery's completion.
Huh? Sounds like a good read.
Maintaining the church's records is one of the duties entrusted to all archbishops, myself included. This one states that Saint Seros ordered the monastery's construction after the end of the War of Heroes. This is a rare and valuable text. Most documents of that era have been lost to time.
I see. Time aside, we also lost many books in that massive fire 21 years ago.
Indeed. What was once well documented exists now only in this chronicle, not least of which is the ceremony commemorating the monastery's completion.
Interesting. I'll admit, I know the year it took place, but not a thing beyond that.
That is to be expected, unfortunately. According to this chronicle, the rite of rising was held during the ceremony. The intent was to bring about the goddess's rebirth.
The Rite of Rising, huh? Can't say I've ever heard of that one.
I am not surprised. There should be countless records documenting that important ritual. Alas, today all we have to go on are fragments of forgotten memories and our own imaginations. One thing is clear. Their wish for the goddess's return was most fervent.
They were simps. They were simps. They wanted to simp. They wanted to bring back Sothis because they were simping.
However, it did not bear fruit, as the goddess did not return to this world. So it is written.
I've never heard of the 4 apostles before. They're different from the 4 saints, right?
That is correct. Today, almost no records exist of the 4 apostles.
Hey Rue, how's it
Their
going?
names
How are you
live
doing?
on only in the names of their crests. But the bloodlines bearing those tokens of the past have been lost. Any deeper knowledge
Good
of
pun.
the
Wait, I
apostles
didn't.
has all but disappeared from the grand stage of history.
Okay. 4 apostles. Okay. I missed it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, how's it going, Rue?
Well, that's interesting. Does that mean there's somewhere backstage?
In a sense, it is possible that their bloodlines have carried on in secret, perhaps materializing where no one thought to look. I had not intended to indulge in such a long-winded lecture. Please, tell me your report, Alois. It concerns the underground, does it not?
Oh, I just assumed that the Noah fruit was, like, named after the apostle. Like I actually just thought that was dead ass, like probably why they named it that.
Oh, right. It's as you suspected. Recently, there have been several incidents in the area beneath Garreg Mach.
Claude, are you certain that suspicious individual you spotted went through there? I will say, that does look a bit like a passageway, doesn't it?
Unless I dreamt it up while sleepwalking, there's no mistaking what I saw.
I never thought I'd say this, but I believe Claude's story. In fact, it reminds me of something. I have heard tales of countless passages snaking beneath Garreg Mach. This is undoubtedly one of them.
Perhaps so. In any case, there is no telling where it leads.
Oh no. Oh, you're right. There's no telling what we could find. Terrible danger, wicked creatures, unspeakable smells.
I do find it really funny, the conceit that it's like, if Garreg Mach took a really long time to make, it's like, well, clearly it made a long time to make because, like, the cathedral is massive, like, it's this giant, like, fortification, you know, obviously it would take a really long time to make this place, right? But it's like, well, why did it take longer than that? It's like, here's a bajillion snaking tunnels underneath underneath Garreg Mach. Like, that's why it took longer. It's because this is only the tip of the iceberg.
The risk is too high, your highnesses. I must humbly insist that you wait here, where it's safe and smells nice. Meanwhile, Teach and I will track down the bandit-shaped person. If we don't return, do me a favor and call for the knights, will you?
So wait, are we gonna have Claude for this one?
That is quite enough. As though we would allow you to make that call on your own.
Oh, are we gonna have all of them?
With so little information,
We're gonna have 0 of
it's
them?
far too dangerous. We'll come along as well, right, Dimitri?
Yes, of course. If it was indeed a thief, we must not allow them to get away with their crime. Considering what took place at the goddess's rite of rebirth, vigilance is paramount.
Right.
So this is
tag
after
along
the
if you
rite of
insist.
rebirth.
Just don't come crying to me if we all meet a terrible fate. Deal?
Likewise. Well, no use dallying. Let's be on our way. Unless there's someone else we should call for?
We should probably at least tell the knights.
I fear our thief will have long escaped in the time it would take us to summon the knights.
Okay, well, I guess if we're
And most
we're
of
not
them are
trying to
traveling
like.
away, investigating
Okay,
the Western
well,
Church.
that's fine.
Whoa there! What's all this, Professor? You and the 3 house leaders creeping around at night? Pretty shady if you ask me.
It's certainly a rare and unexpected sighting, especially considering the hour.
Looks like a whole lot of something is about to happen. I'm going back to bed.
You know, the hair he has tied back there looks pretty sturdy. Do you think, like, if you, like, put your hand around that part of his hair, like, if you pulled on it, I'm just like talking out loud here.
Stop right there, Lenhart. Your bad luck is our good fortune. You're coming with us.
You could stop thinking of ways out of this, Hilda. We could use your help, too.
You as well, Ash. I'll explain everything on the way.
Happy to help. We don't have anything better to do at this hour, so we may as well pitch in.
You have our gratitude. Now then, let us be on our way. Ready, Professor?
Also, yeah, imagine Dimitri just like goes full PTSD mode in the DLC.
The more the merrier, I suppose. Let's just hope we're not all marching to our doom.
Okay. Oi.
Yuri, this is brutal. Tell me again why you're subjecting me to this devastating boredom.
That guy on the left is he's doing the Lawrence pose.
Enough with the yawning ballface. If you're really that bored, you could always make a friendly wager.
Thanks, but no thanks, pal. I'm low on funds as it is. Last thing I need is another debt I can't pay.
Right, B. As if you could say no to that. How diverting that you should bicker for my amusement. Imagine my overwhelming dread were I stuck here without such joyous entertainment.
She's cute. I think. Yeah.
Count me out. I'll leave the talking to Yuri, Bird, and Coco.
Hey, boss.
Back already, huh? Have you detected any movement on the surface?
Well, I looked for the Cardinals meeting, just like you said.
You're only saying that because of the chains? No.
The thing is, I was spotted by some weirdos. They chased after me and everything.
Some weirdos, you say? So very helpful. They weren't knights, were they?
I don't know. There were only a few of them, but I bet they were armed to the teeth.
With meager numbers like that, I doubt they intend to take on Abyss.
It probably took you for some kind of villain. They'll lock you up if they catch you.
Sorry, I just realized that Balthus is like is just abs out, suns out, guns out right now.
Finally, a little action. Let's find them first and throw some punches.
Hold, Balthus. 'Tis ignorance itself to rush headfirst into trouble.
You're excited to fight too. You've been waiting for a chance to try out your shiny new magic.
Surface laws don't apply down here. That gives us the freedom to have some fun with them.
Why do I always end up liking the mages?
They're probably not knights, but our new friends definitely work for the church.
You had best not leave me behind.
Alright, so do we get to beat him up?
It seems this place is more than a simple passageway. There's clear evidence of human habitation.
People living under Garrick Mock? Oh, my brother used to tell me stories like that back in his academy days.
Ah, so Holst attended the academy as well, then?
Of course. Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garrick Mock. Something about tons of passages and houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people. It had a real intimidating name, too. What was it again? I think it was called Abyss?
That's 2 points for the pink-haired gal. Welcome to Abyss, strangers.
Identify yourself. That uniform.
Welcome, curious students of the Officers' Academy. What brings such fine, upstanding surface dwellers to our humble abode?
We're tracking someone who was creeping around the monastery.
Our business here does not concern you. Do you intend to let us pass?
Such indulgence simply cannot be permitted. Your words may fool the fool, but I cannot be so easily deceived.
Tiny. Tiny individual. Smack.
I, Constance von Nouvelle.
Sorry, I was gonna say
Your
Edelgard
true
Smash
intentions.
because that's like what we've just been doing. Freudian slip.
You are the church, which cruelly plots to eliminate the inhabitants of Abyss.
Did she say Nouvelle?
I don't care what the reason for this brawl is. A fight's on the menu, and I'm ready to feast. Let's get right to it, yeah?
By the look of them, I'd wager they're experienced combatants. I'm not certain this is a wise endeavor.
I was thinking the very same thing. Time to make a strategic retreat, then?
Turning back already? Oh, but you'll make me so sad. Now, why would you want to do that? Everyone here is starved for amusement. They've been waiting for a good fight.
Wow, look at that. A flawless example of a surprise attack. These aren't your run-of-the-mill thugs.
Claude, this isn't the time to be impressed by our enemy. We must find a way through at once.
Wait. Claude, is it? As in the brand new heir of House Regan?
Who, me? Nah, wrong guy. Claude's a common name in
What
Cloakland.
the fuck,
It's
Claude?
just too dashing for new moms to pass up. It's even a popular choice for fake names. Just a good, solid, all-purpose moniker, you know?
Right, except there's only one Claude enrolled at the academy this year. Looks like that's you.
How do you even know that?
Ah, you just gave yourself away, pal. Looks like my luck's finally taking a turn for the good. All right, so your choices are as follows. Line up for the beating of a lifetime, or let us lock you up like the good boys and girls you undoubtedly are.
I have no clue what this guy's going on about, but it looks like a fight's in order. And it's pretty much all my fault. There's a saying from the East about fighting a flicker with a flame. Seems applicable right about now.
Finally, let's do this already. Prepare to face the almighty king of grappling.
Why can't I shake the feeling that I know that wild man?
Okay. That was simultaneously both like the longest cutscene ever, and also the like we went from 0 to 100 really fast. It's taking a while. Oh, I can't do the zappies. Why? The 4 houses? If 3 houses was so good, then why isn't there 4 houses? Okay. So this is who we have. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that they prepared all of this stuff well enough. And you can't buy stuff, right? Oh, you can. Oh, okay. So we have some gold. I'm assuming we can sell stuff as well. Okay, but it's not super worth it. Okay, we could get a shield. Edelgard doesn't have a shield, even though she's a fortress knight. Do they have these? Well, she has like weight -8, so I feel like... Oh, wait, I can change the abilities. There's more abilities. Okay. X +4. Don't think I care about any of that. Can swap their classes too. Okay. I think the main thing was if I do... I don't know how much I care about having advantage on a defensive character. Or on a damage reduction defensive character. Let's get you a shield, because that seems like really good. I guess I could check how much, where's your attack speed? How do we do this? Oh, you can't do attack speed out here, right? I don't know if I need the extra -3 weight or not. I'm just gonna do it. Reclass? Okay, so I could also be a priest. I could be a warrior. Okay, hero. Ivan Rider. Oh, or I could be a sniper. I don't remember if they said you can't learn new abilities or something, right? I mean, this all seems okay. Combat arts. Skill XP won't be gained. Skill XP. But yeah, so... Okay, the thing that I was wondering was if I can learn the sniper skill. Oh, are there different battalions? Okay, so we all have the same battalions. These are the ones that we have, but... Okay. Alright, this is pretty early, but I'm gonna have to use the bathroom real quick. Maybe. Okay, I'm back. Weight -3 is essentially +3 speed. So, TBH, not quite sure how much 3 speed would ever matter on a Fortress Knight. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see if we are getting doubled or not getting doubled by people. Okay, so what are... Okay, I think we're just gonna get into it. Hopefully Blair's doesn't fall in battle.
Who are you people anyhow? It doesn't seem right to cross blades without knowing at least that much.
Wow, does it hurt to take yourself that seriously? Answer the man's question, B.
Why me? Fine. We're the Ashen Wolves. We're the secret fourth house in Abyss. The surface world turned its back on us, and we did the same in return. Back for a back, as they say.
Okay.
Fourth house? Impossible. Still, we must focus on the battle ahead.
Seems like it'll be tough to fight here. It's kind of dark. Looks like a great place to nap, though.
Lynn, can you take this seriously at all, please?
The locks on those gates look really complicated. There must be another way through.
Okay. So...
I'll cut through.
I will prevail.
Stay focused.
I guess we're on hard, so it, like, doesn't matter as much. But we can't really hit anybody from turn 1. So I think we're just gonna, like...
I'll give it my all.
Ready and willing.
We can just, like, wait.
Who, me?
Yeah, because these guys have pass, so... Alright, well... Hey Pika, how's it going? We're just starting the DLC today. Okay, well, Dimitri almost died. Very cool. Very cool. Can I gambit you? 70. I go here.
Doing my
Oh! Oh my god! Oh, spin!
Defeat was inevitable.
You look familiar. Have we met? True.
Oops.
I definitely remember this sharp twinge of annoyance.
Stop yapping and start slapping.
Stop yapping! Stop being such a yapper. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
I won't hold back, so you better not either. These fists are packed with years of pent-up resentment. Time to let loose.
This might shake things up.
Oh my god, it actually hit. Let's go. Alright, well, that changes everything we'll need to do forever. We just don't need to worry about that anymore.
My limit.
Cool.
I must stay focused.
Well, I guess I want to, like, pull this lever, huh?
Nothing's happening. What are we doing wrong?
I think the better question is, what aren't you doing wrong? Only we can operate that.
Okay. What does that mean?
That is that.
Can I press it again? No? Okay. I was just wondering. Yeah, the lever has like a fingerprint sensor, of course. How could I not have known?
Can't get ahead of myself.
It's like randomly hitting 58s.
Guts.
Super weird.
That much.
Like, oh, I mean, I guess if it works, it just seems, it's pretty good. Okay, don't want to use my durability, because they said watching your durability actually matters or something.
Should I have held back?
But yeah, as you were mentioning, Poi, like, Ash has lockpick things, so, like, You know, what's the plan here? What do we... Like, there's all of this over here. Like, I can only assume that there's gonna be, like, stuff there. Right? Map reuse, probably. I believe that. Blast him.
It was a good try.
Show me more.
Give him the Mountain Dew. Give him the Baja Blast.
Come to think of it, there's an easier way to handle this.
What the fuck?
What was that? It couldn't have been a summoning spell.
Did she deadass just like summon a tentacle? What the frick? Okay. You love Baja Blast? Yeah, I mean, I'm down with like me Mountain Dew from time to time. I don't know if I have a specific favorite flavor. Yeah, this Steel Shield putting in work. Can I just like Deadeye this person? Oh, I meant the person behind the door. Why are we hitting 6% crits? What is happening? Oh man. Is this normal or hard? We're on hard. Maybe could have concoctioned again. Oh, it moves! Oh, goodness. Too bad we don't have a dancer, because then we could just, like, go again.
Is it too late for me to back out of this fight? I don't want to hurt anyone. But...
Oh, I need to stop pressing through your dialogue. Why? Okay, it's fine. Good luck. Am I supposed to be concerned? If it's as hard as the Engage DLC, then I'm gonna be real sad. Because I felt like the Engage DLC was very difficult. Oh, I guess part of the reason that you don't get ability increases is, like, maybe so they could put Linhardt here without having him learn Warp and stuff. You remember not finishing it? Oh. Oh no. Well,
move carefully.
Suppose we'll find out soon enough.
That was tough.
this is boring. Count me out.
I mean, the nice thing about this one, at least, that I'm thinking, is that, like, I said how in the DLC for Engage, it was like, well, there's probably a solution, right? But there was still some meta progression that carried over from the main game, like your engage weapons, I think, and what things you had available. Whereas this one, it seems like very secluded, so. What I don't like about the Engage DLC is if you want to use the DLC, you have to play through the DLC chapters every playthrough in like three houses. Yeah, I could see how that'd be annoying. I didn't feel the need to do multiple playthroughs of Engage because it wasn't really much that, like, there was no decisions or anything. But I guess like people want to replay it anyways. I guess I replayed it on Maddening, so there was that. Yeah, this is fair. I can see how that'd be annoying. There's assumably in this one we'll just beat it and be off to the races. Oh, I don't have a hand axe. Hilda has the hand axe. Get him. The DLC emblems are so fun to use. Yeah, I mean, I guess what I would probably do is just like play it on easy and then, you know, go as fast as possible through the DLC just to like get to the end of it. In the case of replaying it, right? Because but it does seem a little odd that they wouldn't allow you to. Is it because there's like a particular time which it's gated off? Because I feel like even in that case you could just say like these emblems don't exist until you get to a particular part of the game.
I'll give it my all.
$69.
I must steel myself.
I mean, the thing I'm not excited for is that I'm assuming that this is the easy map. Oh, whoops. What's your favorite emblem in Engage? Yours is Tiki. Is it the one, like... I'm just curious, is it because of the, like, dragon transformation? Because I think, like, as a concept, that's really cool. It is a bit weird to me that Tiki has the sacred blessing thing, but also has the, like, transforming into a dragon thing. Like, it feels like those aren't related, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, they might be related for story reasons or whatever. Stuff that was available to that character in general. Like, sure, I get that. It just felt weird because it's like, well, I'm gonna give you this, like, super attacking, crazy super attacking thing by being able, or even tanking thing to turn into a dragon, and then, like, you can buff someone else with giving them the sacred blessing. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know if I had a specific favorite emblem. I know I liked using the... like, one that felt kind of strong to me. Like, not really broken, but, like... I think some people would claim that it was broken. Is the... It's Corrin? I think it was Corrin. Because of the... Oh, okay.
It would behoove you to watch your back.
Oh no! I knew something didn't feel right.
Yeah, I mean it... For real. Can I do this and just obstruct here? Yeah, it seems good. Yeah, the different dragon breaths were kind of fun to play around with. Yeah, Corrin paired with Yunaka was broken. Yeah, I put Corrin on my magic casters. So... like, I think in our Maddening playthrough, I used it on Yunaka so that she could dodge tank. Which, the thing that kind of irritated me was that, like, it's obviously very strong. Like yeah, it's obviously very strong, but my problem was that if you went to 0%, like, hit chance, then, like, the things just wouldn't attack you. And then the other thing, too, was that, like, the only action you could take was sit there and dodge. So I guess it kind of runs into the same problem as alert stance in this game, where, like, you know, okay, sure, I can't be hit ever, but also I can't make any progress because, like Yunaka's retaliation on, like, 5% to hit isn't strong enough to make progress. So, like, I want to attack people or, like, proc poison or something. It's just, like, not good. Okay. I don't know if they're going to be okay over there. We're just going to attempt to move forward. We may need to Divine Pulse. Okay. He was fine.
Can't get ahead of myself.
Would not have been able to get away with that on that.
You lost to me?
Okay, so everyone's dying. But yeah, so I think I used it on Anna. And Anna was my caster. So I really liked throwing down the slow flames.
Perhaps I should retreat.
But none, like, specifically come to mind, I don't think. I'm trying to think. Because there's the bolting guy. So I don't remember what my characters did. We've been playing, Three Houses for so long. Well, not so long. It's been so long since we played Engage, and we've most recently been playing Three Houses. So I don't remember what my characters did. I think I had the main character... like, I had the main character on, like, Roy, I think, in our second playthrough. They were Dragon Rider on Roy. And then... oh yeah, I remember why. It's because a lot of the... as if there's 7 chapters in Cinder Shadows. Okay. I will prepare for that. I guess this will be our next, like, 5 weeks of content. We started the... we started Black Eagles, and then now we're doing the DLC.
Who, me?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, the thing with just like we'll never hit. The thing with the character creation or like the build creation in Engage was that you could do basically anything. Like it almost felt like actually equipping the emblems. I guess they didn't like really matter outside of doing outside of when you're in engage mode and the benefits that did.
I must stay focused.
Hope you wrote down your plans for each character because otherwise they'll be long gone by the time you start back up. Yeah, I'll have to write them down somewhere. I may have already forgotten them. So yeah, I was trying to think of like what are the unique things that you can do with the engage emblems. Which Corrin had like a unique mechanic. There were the ones that gave you like flying. Those ones were kind of cool. And then I think I remember our Rosado had like one of the like we just gave him the stat stick one. It was the like you do more damage. That's what I remember the emblem did. It said you do more damage.
Yeah, that was all me.
Oh yeah, also, I was expecting Rance to show up eventually this stream. Like, I don't know. You missed yesterday, but he made a donation through Streamlabs that I wanted to bring up because he added 5 to the...
Thanks.
He donated 5 to the Mary Edelgard fund. And, I don't know. I don't think I want to marry the psycho bitch. She cute though. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I just realized that she had a tome equipped. And is on a Pegasus. That would have been nice. That probably would have been good if we had that.
I won that.
Dark Flyer is a Dark Flyer is a real good class. I was like, yeah, that seems really good. Wow, nice class, idiot.
Underestimate the denizens of Abyss, and it won't end well for you.
So many words come to mind. I'm gonna say none of them.
Tremble in fear at my magical might. Allow me to demonstrate.
It's okay, my actions spoke for what I was thinking. Or my crit roll.
Such power dwells.
It's not that I'm defeated so much as that I'm temporarily grounded.
Of course. Oh, I guess yeah, there's other people who are also going to be attacking and doing things. Wait. Oh, they have Thoron equipped. No! What a tragedy. She's coping. Definitely coping.
Well,
But, it feels like my duty to, what are the words that I'm looking for here? To defeat smug dark flyers. It is my duty as a this bit is not funny. We had to defeat her. She was being too smug. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, don't die. I guess I could probably equip the resistance thing to her. Oh, she does a 91. Impressive. Okay, well, Sword of Creator is broken. It is funny to me that we basically spent an entire playthrough just not using the Sword of the Creator.
Be mindful. It's time.
Get him. Pretty funny to me. Oh, that'd be a reason to use snipers because of the plus range. I didn't even think about that.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, it said in the tutorial that the only weapon that gets durability back is the Sword of the Creator. So I assumed that you needed to, it could be beneficial to use it every battle. Plus 1 movement is generally better than plus 1 range, so fire is better. Yeah, I mean, okay. Well then. I mean, it said like you get durability back when you explore, so I don't know what that means yet. Okay, we might die here. Just kidding, we have Vantage. That's stupid. Vantage is so dumb. That's so funny. Oh, Vantage. Ooh, what a loser. Vantage is so dumb. God, I love Vantage.
That was
what a stupid, ridiculous ability Vantage is.
Wow, what have we here? Some lost kids stumbling around in the dark? Stay a while, won't you? Shame indeed not to have a bit of fun with each other while we've got the chance, you know?
Bonk.
Over already.
Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Can't wait to eat my words in a few chapters when it gets really hard.
I will get stronger yet.
Maybe I got a bit too carried away. Nah.
Okay. Wow, good job, Byleth. Proud of you. Lyria is voiced by the same person who voices Sino. Oh, cool. Are you sure that's not the girl?
We won this round, don't you think?
Oh, Yuri?
Was it?
The name's Balthus. I don't lose often, but I can at least recognize what it looks like.
Balthus. Balthus? From House Albrecht? Baldy, is that you? Whew! You look, old.
Do we know each other, pal? Wait a minute. That hair, those eyes, that voice! Hilda! I don't believe it! Oh, little sis?
Are we gonna stop fighting now? Yeah, I mean, first of all, Poi, that's hilarious. Second of all, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Yuri has not mentioned any pronouns of any kind. Though their makeup looks rather fabulous.
I don't believe it. Little Hilda herself. Why didn't you speak up sooner?
Baldy, this isn't the time to catch up. What would Holst think? I bet you didn't consider that, did you?
Eesh. I don't know, but it wouldn't be nice. Look, sorry, okay? Just don't tell Holmes.
Disappointed stare.
If he knew I raised a hand against you, he'd have my head.
Like he'd stop at your head. Fine, though. Just this once, and just for you, I'll keep quiet.
Now that that's sorted, what did you mean about it being lucky that you found me?
Oh, that. One of the guys I owe gold to is Count Gloucester. He said something about forgiving my debt if I could dig up some dirt on you. Figured this was my shot.
Ah, so it was purely selfish. But then was a fight really necessary?
Really was. Best way to acquaint yourself with someone is to get into a tussle with them. That's common sense right there.
That doesn't... No, that does not make sense. Also, yeah, the chain looks kind of sweet, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, kind of painful, maybe.
That's the correct response for a reasonable person. We're not all as far gone as Boff is here.
Say what you
For some
will,
reason,
but
I want to
know
just,
all I
like,
need to
grab
know.
Yuri's face.
Clear this lot
I don't
is
know
nothing
what it
to
is
do with
about
the
it. I just
church's
want to, like,
intentions.
put my hand on
But
it.
that means those other creeps could always attack us at any moment.
What creeps?
Someone's targeting Abyss.
Okay.
Mercenaries keep sniffing around and causing trouble here. They won't let up.
It's a real problem. We have no clue who's pulling the strings. There are many within the church who would love to see this filthy underground city purged. When you first showed up, we thought you were here to do just that. Apologies for the confusion.
So that's why you came at us with that nasty Kill the Outsiders act.
As Yuri Bird said, we're sorry. We're all pretty on edge these days.
Indeed. That someone would descend to Abyss out of pure curiosity was far too outlandish to consider.
These dialogue options that, for the most part, don't really matter. Yeah, it's like they... It's always funny when... How do I say it? It's like, do these really matter? Like, Byleth could just say these. Like, I don't need to, like, select an option here. I wish I could just put it on autoplay. This is not how I expected my Sunday to go. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, this one only has one choice, exactly. Which, I think it's... Maybe it's fair to say, like, the purpose of this is just so that, like, you... Like, your brain, like, has something to do. So maybe somebody would, like, check out in the middle of one of these cutscenes if you didn't say anything. Or if Byleth automatically spoke. Like, for example, if we had a Paimon, and then Paimon was, like, speaking for us all the time. Like, some people might find that annoying, or they'll check out. So, maybe. But I definitely didn't like the non-decisions in Genshin either, so...
No idea. These tunnels have been around for ages. They could be older than the monastery for all we know.
None remain who know the complete truth. However, I shall tell you all that we know for certain. Abyss is home to those who shun the light of day. It is the secret shadow of Garreg Mach, if you will.
So you're saying the Abyss is the Garreg Mach Goon Cave. That's what you're saying. Yo!
The church quietly tolerates us. They think they need a place like this for Garreg Mach to thrive.
The deal is simple. Abyssians never get involved with the surface, and the surface never gets involved with us.
Alas, for some foul reason, surface dwellers have been after us of late. Further oppressing those souls who can only find solace beneath the ground? I cannot abide it. Though it pains me to admit, we too harbor valid reasons for not venturing into the light. That is why, by the grace of our esteemed patron, we have been granted sanctuary here in Abyss.
I see. Balti, does that mean you've got a reason for being here too?
Afraid so, Hilda. I'm here because there are more bounties on my head than there is hair. Needed to lay low. Real low.
But, Balti, that's awful.
Enough with the niceties. Let's get these surface dwellers out of here.
Nonsense! Intolerable nonsense! Why ever would we let slip this chance to acquire their aid?
We refuse to get involved. I mean, that is a real choice we could choose, but it's not going to change anything. Can you imagine the DLC just ends? We pick we refuse to get involved. DLC over. DLC ends. Excuse me. Yeah, wild how there's 2 secret societies of mole people and 3 houses. Yeah, those who slither, and then also the Abyssians. I refuse. Quote me. Balthus has a gambling problem? I mean, hey, he's trying to... he's trying to... what's it called? He's trying to pull gacha for his favorite Fire Emblem waifus. Like, who can blame him? Constance-pation? Are you saying that's what her face is? I don't know, for some reason I just want to, like, pick up Constance and then just, like, hold her in the air from the waist. I don't know. It just feels like a thing that I want to do.
Like we said, recently this place is being targeted by mercenaries. Myself excluded, a lot of the folks who live here can't defend themselves. They're here to avoid conflict.
Short held by shorter. Well, I was gonna say, because as we all know, I'm a 6'5" buff man in real life.
The elderly, the infirm, orphans, lost souls, merchants who were chewed up and spit out by the nobility, the works.
It rests upon us to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and to safeguard our home. To that noble end, I must insist that you lend us your strength.
I feel for your cause, truly. However, I cannot help but wonder why you would trust us so readily. We are from the surface, after all.
Trust is a choice. We're choosing to trust you. For now. It's clear you're not here by command of the church.
I mean, that's kind of
Yeah,
based,
you're not just
actually.
a bunch of noble twerps either. You can hold your own. It's in the way you fight, how you carry yourselves.
Honestly, kind of based, though. It's like, trust is something that you do. You know, it's not necessarily something that you have.
Still, I'm reluctant to get you involved with this madness. It's our problem, not yours.
It's too late now. We already told them everything. Let's at least give them a chance to decide for themselves.
Most true. Wander about Abyss for a time, and I am certain you will come to the only correct conclusion.
Right, what she said. Take a look, think some thoughts. Consider yourselves our special guests.
There had to be a name, a better name than those who slither in the dark. That sucks. I don't know, like Ouroboros or something. Yeah, I guess Ouroboros would also be cool. That's, you know what it reminds me of, actually? Is that it kind of reminds me of like light novel titles. It's like, so instead of calling them like a cool like Ouroboros or like the Vipers or something, like rattlesnakes, like I don't know. It's just like those who will be slithering in the dark after being reincarnated and getting hit by a truck. Like what is this? Completing certain DLC chapters will unlock certain things in the main story. Okay, noted.
Cindered shadows. What lies beneath?
Which we'll figure this stuff out. We don't need to know all the information. We will get to the end of the DLC and be good. Or at least I hope so. I don't know. Apparently it gets hard, but it really felt like I played that map super loose. Whereas the first map in the Engage DLC was already like very hard. Can now be used 14 times. Okay. Yeah, see, there you go. We want to use that every time, probably. Okay, we're in the Abyss. To battle.
Professor?
Ooh. Yeah, it's not just the library. It's the Shadow Library. That's really cool, though. I love these. I actually love these so much. The, like, open cylinder in the center with, like, a lot of different floors and stuff. God, it's so cool. I feel like I haven't actually been in any places that are like this, though. That are of, like, this type of design. That's so cool, though.
Oh, hello, Professor. Have you seen this library of theirs? It's completely different from the one in the monastery, and their collection is amazing. There are forgeries and banned books, legends, spells, and heresies. Doubt I'll catch a single wink tonight.
What kind of banned books do they have here, Lynn? which ones? Can you point me in the direction to the Abyssian R18 tag? Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, Pika. We don't. It's fine. Because that might spoil something, maybe, you know? Like, now I can maybe assume that Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 were closely related, or, like, something big happens that makes it so that the sword doesn't restore and stuff like that, so... You don't have to... I'll be able to handle myself, I think. You don't have to worry about me. How's it going, no person?
Yuri I wanted to be just like him when I grew up.
Okay, so Yuri is a
Said
he.
I shouldn't ever say stuff like that.
Aww.
So I told Ballface I didn't want to be like him when I grew up, and he said I'd grow up boring. What do you want me to say?
That's actually hilarious. Like, oh, Yuri's such a kind, like, caring person. He's like, you don't want to have to be me when you grow up. It's like, oh, that's like a very heroic thing to say, right? And then it's like, I don't want to be like you, Balthus. And he's like, what? Like, very, very funny to me. They call themselves Agarthans, but those who slither in the dark is just what they're called by others, as it's kind of what you call a group only known from conspiracy theories. Though the translation of their name and the Romance languages of Serpents of Shadow sounds a lot better. Yeah, for sure, that does sound better. That, like, an example that I will always say in regard to, like, it's a shame that the translation didn't either take it a little more literally, or didn't go with, like, the cool name, was I think in DFO, one of the awakenings for Blade Master gets translated as Omniblade. I think it's Second Awakening. It gets translated as Omniblade. But the thing is, from Korean, it's more directly translated as Sword Saint. And that's cool as fuck. Like, Omniblade, Sword Saint. Like, that's so cool. Those who slither in the dark is a literal translation from Japanese. Yeah, that's fair. The point is more that, like, go with what sounds cooler. If more literally sounds cooler, then go with that. Or if there's, like, a good way to localize it that it sounds more like, you know, makes more sense in the language that you're translating to, then go with that. The point is that either way, it can sound bad. And in the one scenario, I think Omniblade just sounds stupid. Sword Saint sounds so fucking cool, though.
Want a drink? Of course you don't. It's all terrible down here.
Oh, damn.
Nobody important enough to carry the good stuff wants to come underground to sell it to us. It's a shame. Just once, I'd like to taste something worthy of a noble.
Damn. Oh, we can't talk to these guys. It's a cool little place, though. It's so cozy. I always love these, like, underground Thieves Guild type areas. Like, it reminds me of, like, the Skyrim Thieves Guild, right? Very... I guess, yeah, the term is just, like, it's kind of cozy. It's all, like, enclosed, but, like, the ceilings are kind of high. Yeah.
Hey, you. Listen up. I've got something to report. It's about you outsiders. Actually, guess I shouldn't bother reporting you to yourself. The Ashen Wolves may seem tough, but they're harmless. Honestly, things can get pretty boring down here. But here's a little piece of wisdom from me to you. Boredom's a luxury. Trust me, I know these things.
I am so glad that they made a gatekeeper for the Abyss area. Honestly, that's the fucking best. I've got something to report to you. I mean, I don't know if I should be reporting you to you, I guess. I love that. I love that they put a gatekeeper down here.
You're quite a fetching lady, but even your looks don't compete with the likes of Yuri. Don't let that pretty face of his fool you, though. He's a rogue, through and through. Even so, the people of Abyss trust him. He may be a scoundrel, but he's our scoundrel.
Okay. I mean, as I said, my feelings towards Yuri involve me having my hand touch his face. I don't really know how to describe that, but yeah. It's down here. How big is this area? Can I... Oh, it's like actually like sizable. Interesting. Well, I guess it's kind of like one area. It's basically like one area.
What do you think, Professor? This is a most unique town, is it not? Incredible, really, that those who face depression on the surface are able to find sanctuary here. Oh, not to say that there's no helping the situation in Fodlan. To do just that is our duty and our honor. Even so, I find the idea rather lovely.
Who knew an entire town was hiding beneath the monastery? And a secret fourth house to boot? Secrets upon secrets, so I'm just itching to know them all. I'm sure Rhea knows all about this place. Gods, how many secrets does that lady have?
Well, how do you feel about dragon mommies? Just wondering.
What do you require?
Okay, so we can only replenish here. We should still do.
Welcome.
We have bouillon cubes, right?
Will this one do? Many thanks.
Ah, more bouillon cubes.
Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come
Okay.
back soon.
Don't know if we need weapons yet.
Welcome.
Don't know if we need items yet.
Please come again.
Hey there. Hey there.
Oh, can we forge things? Can we improve stuff? Oh, we can. Okay. Okay. So that'll probably be part of our durability management.
What's all the commotion about? Hey, hang on. I've never seen you before. You a first-timer? Word of advice. Watch your back.
Okay, I'm watching it. I'm watching my back. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at Byleth's back. I'm watching it. Sorry, what? Huh? You told me to watch it, right? I'm watching it. I'm gonna continue. Oh, that's her friend. I'm gonna keep watching her back. What is that guy doing up there? Is that guy okay? Oh, he's at like a table. I thought he was like keeling over and like vomiting or something. Okay.
Hiya, Professor. Allow me to introduce you to my brother's best friend. You can call him Balti.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
You've probably heard of me. In the Alliance, I'm known as, how should I put it?
An outlaw?
Right answer. This guy's notorious for picking fights and shirking debts. He's got a whole army of bounty hunters chasing after him.
Why are you happy about
May not
this?
look it, but I was once a noble from a minor house. Life's full of twists and turns.
I know you, Balti. I'm pretty sure you got yourself into this mess.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey there.
Down here. This actually reminds me of the... I mean, it's the same type of place, but it reminds me of the map that I struggled on and Engage in the DLC with Camilla. I had Camilla as the boss. There's a classroom down here? Bruh. Looks so familiar. Wow. It looks like, what is this? Wayseer's room. What, Ooh, 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 rusted lance, ooh, rusted sword. Oh, we're gonna have to look around for those.
This is where the people of Abyss leave their unwanted belongings. I didn't expect to find much, but there's actually plenty of gear we could salvage. I'm told we can take anything we can use, so it might be good to check on it now and again.
Nice. Thank you for clarifying that. Appearance. Oh, this is where... Oh, okay. What's going on in here?
But might you possibly be the Imperial Princess herself?
I am. And you are Constance of House Nouvelle. I recall hearing of your disappearance. I never would have imagined you'd end up in a place like this.
Your presence is equally curious. What business could you have here? Don't tell me it was idle curiosity.
As I believe you are well aware, we were chasing after a suspicious individual.
You're not a holy
Constance
knight,
are cute.
and you don't seem all that special. But you're certainly mysterious, wielding that hero's relic. Yeah, I've heard all about you. But I never figured I'd see you down here, chasing after someone and getting lost in the process.
What is this
The
place?
classroom for the Ashen Wolf House. Just so we're clear, we're not affiliated with the Officers Academy. Since we're not part of the Academy, it's really just in place for us. Can't go to the surface either. We've all got our reasons. We're a unique bunch from all walks of life. Once you get to know us, I'm sure you'll love it here.
Hey, new person. Want my advice? Don't wander too far off the beaten path. Abyssians like their privacy. If you go snooping around, there's bound to be trouble. Wait, did I introduce myself? My name's Happy.
You don't seem very happy. I don't know if that name seems like ironic a little bit. Okay, well, it wouldn't make much sense to use magic for combat. Why not? Well, it wouldn't make much sense to only use magic for combat. Why not Farsight? Yeah, no, that's fair. It's just like I didn't expect to see like to actually just see a seer's room. It's like, I guess the idea is that there was no implication to me that there would be like that, like this type of magic existed. That's why I'm surprised. That's why I'm surprised. Yeah, we're definitely going to look at the salvage stuff, like the rested stuff. Because I imagine this is, again, part of the thing that I really like about these, like, very, like, secluded and separated experiences is that they know they need to give you stuff. So I like, it's like this Rested Lance being an Iron Lance is probably going to be, like, actually pretty good for us in the future. I can't wait to never use it. But, yeah, like making this Iron Sword is slightly maybe more efficient than
Come back anytime.
not using it. I can feel more confident that the numbers are taking care of me, I guess. Maybe what I was thinking.
Find someone else to bother. Whatever the heck you're selling, I'm not buying.
Okay.
Not a trader, huh? Sorry, my mistake. Most folks chatting down here are just pawning off stolen goods.
Okay. What are you? Want to say something? No? You just kind of chilling? Cat! Oh, I can't pet the cat. Boy!
Surface, aren't you? I bet you're real bad.
What?
My mom says surface people are the worst.
That's not... Okay. I mean... Okay. Edelgar is not quite there with manners, talking to someone while having her back turned to them. Yeah, she was looking at me instead of at Constance. But when you're talking to people, do you not normally just throw it back at them?
Abyss is where I offer my prayers to my gods. It is the only place. The goddess of Fodlan is not one of my gods, but the statue here is not one of my gods either. I offer my prayers here all the same, because Abyss is where it is allowed.
Interesting. Finish exploring and proceed to battle? No. I wanted to look at the goddess statue. They have wings! They have, like, angle wings! That's cute! That's cute! That's cute. I just wanted to look at the statue. That's something that I would worship. For sure. For real, for real.
We're all done here, boss. Oh, but more importantly, about your...
We'll discuss that another time. For now, tend to your mission. Don't worry. No one will die. We'll get everyone out safely. Once the trap is set, shift your focus to protecting the Abyssians. Just in case things go south.
Hey, what are we doing?
Oh, it's you. I was just heading off to ambush our attackers. You'll help with that, won't you?
Oh, does that mean your enemies are drawing near?
Very good. The scouts I sent to the surface spotted some mercenaries. We closed off the entrance they used last, but it seems they've already found another.
This is bad. We've got to evacuate everyone from Abyss as quickly as possible.
That won't be
And go where?
Huh? Who?
Why do I have to go? No matter what we do, we're all just gonna die in the end anyway.
Happy, you don't seem very happy.
We'll die a lot sooner. I assume the corridor is successfully camouflaged?
But of course, our decoys shall prevent those scoundrels from chancing upon our living quarters. Do note that I am the bait upon your hook. If we fail, I shall be left dangling in the wind. But it must be done, I fear. And so, I will most happily accept the starring role in this.
They're at the entrance. They'll be coming in from the east.
The east. Good. We're well placed. Go ahead and draw them deeper into Abyss, just like we planned. Launching
What's the plan here exactly?
on the surface won't accomplish anything. It could also earn us the scorn of the church, if it gets messy. Which it will. That's why we have to lure the enemy underground before we take them out. I know the perfect spot.
Admit it, pals. You're knee-deep in this, just like us. There's no turning back now, right?
Of course not. If there's any way we can help your cause, we won't turn our backs on you.
That's right. We will not stand idly by while danger befalls the innocent people of Abyss.
If we can capture the enemy, we can perhaps learn the reason behind their relentless attacks.
We have no choice. No, we'll do it. It's
Excited, are
fine.
you? Fine. We could use more bodies to throw at our enemies. Thanks for volunteering.
What the fuck?
As long as they're fighting with us,
We're not gonna
against us,
die.
I don't care how excited they are. Let's get to it.
I guess just throwing bodies was not the thing that I would have said. Not the way I would have described it.
Wow. An underground arena, huh? You sure know some great spots, Yuri.
I heard about this place from someone back in town. It hasn't been in use for a long time. I figured it could prove useful. So I spent some time clearing out the debris that was blocking the entrance.
It seems to be a revitalized ruin. Perhaps it was originally a reception hall or something similar.
Perhaps. Honestly, all of Abyss feels like a ruin.
This place is magnificent. It is just spacious enough to contain my glory. I shall not hold back here.
Large, isolated. I wonder if it would be okay for me to sigh here.
Sigh?
If Happy sighs, monsters come running. No, I'm not kidding.
I'm not sure what you could possibly mean by that.
I wish, Happy, but no. Absolutely no sign. And Constance, be glorious in moderation. Understood? This place is so big that if it collapses, all of Abyss will fall with it. The whole reason we're luring our enemies here is to avoid damaging Abyss. Don't lose sight of that.
I am well aware of our aim.
Sure, but that doesn't mean we can trust you to show restraint.
I'm concerned. This is accurate. I am concerned.
You as well? I cannot fathom why I am being treated in such a way.
It's probably the very odd way you're speaking. That's, you know, I'm gonna be honest, Constance. You know, that's probably why.
It is the duty of the nobility to preserve the people's safety. Do you truly believe that I would destroy Abyss in my efforts to save it? Preposterous.
That would cause trouble for Elfie too. If the underground collapses, he's the one who will have to answer for it.
Who's that?
You must know Elfric, yeah? He's a bigwig in the church, but a friend of Abyss. He's the one who opened up this place to folks with nowhere else to turn. Folks like us. He gave us a home, a new life.
It is Elfric himself who put forth the idea of establishing the Ashen Wolf House. Sadly, he faces opposition within the church, and so he cannot openly deploy the knights to aid us.
That means Elfric relies upon us to protect the people who live here. Us, and now you. I hope you're ready, Professor. We're counting on you.
Professor? I'm not your professor.
You are a professor at the Officers Academy, are you not? You may not be our instructor, but I cannot think of a more fitting title to call you.
You can... Moving on.
Here with us now. Hello, you one.
Time to knock some sense into their thick skulls. They picked the wrong strangers to mess with.
Okay, so do we have 4 more units that we're going to work with now? Do we have to choose between them? Beep, beep. Loading bar. Do, do. Doop, boop, weep, bop, beep, boop. Where? So we do have everyone deployed. Oh, they're in the center. Okay. I was like, what is... Again, I'm gonna assume that you don't necessarily need to change... Increases movement. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Oh, and is this also a mixed class? Trickster? Because he has Nosferatu and swords. You have Flim de Blur. You have whatever that is. And I don't know what this is either. Banshee. Monstrous Appeal. Oh, I guess I should, like, probably be checking all of these. So, all attacks effective against monsters. Okay. Circadian Beat. Grants strength magic +3 when indoors, defense resistance when outdoors. What? What the frick? What? The unit is hit with a magic attack during enemy phase, grants +3 to all stats until next player's end phase. Oh. So I guess this makes them a good magic tank. Weird. It's weird. It's such a weird... It's so weird. Strength of defense +6 when HP is below %. Okay. Then unit is not near an ally, grants attack +3 when in combat with a foe 1 space away. What does that mean? Each turn grants 5 to one of the following stats. What? That's so weird. It's like ran away of +5 to one of those stats. I don't know. Oh, I guess because you can roll 5 for, like, strength, magic, speed, defense, resistance, hit, or avoid. It's like, you can choose to do different things with this character every turn. Okay. Alright, well, let's Can I reclass them? Let's just get in there and see how this goes.
Ah! I knew following those shady kids was a bad idea. This place is massive.
They actually fell for it. Let's get this done.
Other mercenaries are on their way. We left a nice little trail of crumbs for them to follow.
We'll need to take them all out, or they'll just keep coming. Let's pull together.
Okie dokie. Let's do it.
Sally forth!
Oops. You had dialogue. No crit, huh?
Let me at him.
Let me at him. Oh god. Oh god, your hit rate is ass. Why is your hit rate ass?
It'll be a shame to mar this pretty arena with a bunch of fresh corpses, but here goes.
Punch him. Beat him up.
It's good to be king.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
You're a real pain in the neck, you know that?
Sure thing.
There we go.
Be careful who you choose to follow. I suppose it's too late for that now, isn't it? Not too shabby.
I will prevail.
I'll cut through.
Stay focused.
I guess we're just gonna like run at them. Like I don't see a reason to not run at them. 49% to hit. Not amazing. Okay, but that could have been good. It could have been. How many divine pulls do we have? 5?
Ready and willing.
Oh my goodness. I just like can't hit them. Their dodge is too strong.
I'll give it my all.
Can I like get rid of one of them, please? No. The 1% crit!
Not so fast.
Right. Stupid dodge chance looking stupid people.
Quite helpful.
Who, me?
Man, these guys really don't attack for much, do they? Okay, no reinforcements yet. That's good. Oh, you know, bolting? What the fuck? Wait, that's sick.
A grand skirmish.
Huh? I have you retaliate this turn? What is this? Unit solves position with an ally in range exclusive to Trickster cost. Oh! Oh! That's really cool. I don't no...
Sure, pal.
It's like weird rescue. Okay, okay. I mean, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, well, two people can't hit me at the same time. So... this... Well, wait. You think? Can you heal? No. Plus 8 dexterity? What the hell? Can I do this?
Unexpected.
Kento? Okay. Man. That was unnecessary, Edelgard. That was probably a little unnecessary. Hand axe? Damn, one off. That sucks. We were one off here, but we have, I guess, Monster Blast. Get him. Oh!
It was a good try.
Oh my god, gosh.
As expected.
Well done.
Use caution.
Only imagine that the reinforcements or wave 2 on this map is going to be really annoying. Oh, I have no recoveries. Oopsie. Okay. Screw you. I don't care. Take this, 90% to hit. I don't deal with shit. Can I... Ooh, I can pull one here. Don't know if this is gonna kill me though. I can't heal for him, so maybe we'll just go here. I don't know what direction I'm supposed to go yet. Just wait. Oh, the crit! The 2% crit! Get him! Let's go! Oh, I guess it actually could have been like... it might have been a problem. But we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Gonna rook up. Dimitri needs to be healed. Please give me the heals. I am very concerned for wherever, like, the next set of reinforcements is gonna come from. Because, like, this map is way too easy. There's no way, like... there's no way there isn't more to this. So, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Very much concerned. Guess I could go for a group claims here.
No charge.
Time to shake things
One
up.
guy will be stunned.
Nighty night.
Only have this one guy to deal with. So that's the thing that Bernie can learn. That's kind of cool. I guess we could maybe make Bernie a Dark Flyer. That'd be cool. That sounds cool.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Well, now I feel silly for freezing this guy, because I'm pretty sure I can just kill him.
It's good to be king.
Okay.
This can't be the place, can it?
More visitors already? Allow us to offer you a premature burial.
Damn rats! Out of the way!
I might want to not let them immediately start the enemy phase, effectively ambush reinforcementing us. But if this turn doesn't go too bad, then I think it's doable. Yeah, I think this is fine. Even had a dodge. It's 54 to hit. Okay. I mean, like... Okay. Listen.
You didn't give it your all.
Claude needs some milk. Yeah, Claude needs to not die.
I'm all sweaty.
Can we just throw some magic at you?
Huh. Victory.
Nice 1 damage. Nice 2 damage.
I'll cut through.
Can I... Doesn't quite do it, so... I mean, I will continue to play loose until the game asks me to perform better. Alright, can we do what I like to call a pro gamer move? Why can't I target nonsense? Am I stupid? Oh, she's on a flyer only tile. That's why. Because I wanted to give her more movement so that I could maybe finish the armored knight over there, but that I just like literally can't do that. Very cool. Good to know. Is this the DLC? Yes, we are playing the DLC. For the first time. And apparently I'm supposed to be scared. Supposedly the DLC gets really hard or something. I think Constance has bolting. She does. She does. I did notice that. But I was hoping to not need to use bolting, because I assume the range will be a lot better at some other point in time, but, you know. What is the purpose of having spellcasts if not to use them, right? Yeah, like, I just don't think throwing Dimitri there should have been valid. But we're playing on hard. Yeah, how's it going, Scarlet? What up?
Careful. That's the golden deer for you. Progress.
Doing great. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I was working on... I've been basically like... I haven't really had anything cooking, so to speak. But I've been trying to like practice a lot. Because like I kind of go in and out of phases of like practicing different skills. So like I used to cycle through like visual art and like music, I think. Those were two that I kind of like cycled in and out of a lot.
Out of my way.
I think more recently, like, there's just been like a lot of different things to work on, right? But wait, he has Kanto? Why does he have Kanto? What? Wait, I didn't notice that. Wait, why did you get to move again? Wait, what allowed you to do that? Huh? Oh, it's this? Oh, allows you to move again. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Sorry, so there's been a lot of things to like work on. Or different things. What was I saying? So yeah, I've just been like practicing. I've been spending my time practicing, which like sometimes feels kind of bad because like I won't have anything to show for it, right? Like there's no, I have nothing to like post for you guys. You know what I mean? Which does make me kind of sad because I want to like have something to prepare for you guys, and we can all like I really enjoyed watching the 2 hour like VOD compression I made with you guys. That was like really fun for me. I like that a lot, but like I don't know when another one of those is going to be done, basically. Because it's like, okay, well now do all that again for the second half. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to like go cycle off and like do some art stuff, and I don't really like have anything to show for that because it's all like practice drawings and stuff. So which I suppose some people just like go live. It's just what they do as a content creator. They don't like necessarily do much more than that. I don't know why I get wrapped up in the expectation, or I feel like I have the expectation that like, well, I did one thing once, so like, you know, that means I have to do it again. So the point is, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I feel weird though that I feel like I should be working on like a deliverable, like something I can give to you guys, but my last few days have been pretty calm, or not even few days, last like week, maybe over a week. They've been really calm, and I've been taking time to like practice and stuff. I've been doing a lot of practice stuff. Unfortunately, that doesn't give you anything though. Oh, Duncan.
As expected.
Yeah, the relic, it's also just a march ring, even if you don't have the other thing, which is kind of cool. It's exciting. We can hit 261s, right? We got this, right? We got this, right? Hey, easy. Just hit 261s, no problem. Everything's fine. So, fortunately, this does not... Let's go towards the middle, maybe. Okay. But yeah, I'm hoping the DLC doesn't like randomly spike in difficulty and make me really sad, because this is nice. This is just nice. I have to play a little loose, move units around, have them smack things. Nice. This is nice. Does not kill them. How are you? That's good. Punch him!
Couldn't weather the storm, huh?
Why does that have a... Do they have, like... Well, they have wind. Or something, I guess. Whack him? Ooh. Whack him. Guard? Oh, right, because the relics usually have that. They usually have a guard proc. Can I hit you from here? Only bolting, but... I think this works. No, no. Okay, crit. Damn it. I keep seeing 20% and being like, ah, yes, we will crit here for sure, 100%. And then we don't. She might die here. Oh, nice dodge. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was defeated? What, I can't just let Constance die? What do you mean I can't just let Constance die?
Yep.
We're gonna save the second bolting charge. Just wait. Okay, Ash dies. Okay, very cool. Awesome. Yep. I don't know why they didn't do that last time. Maybe because the retaliation would have killed them? That actually makes sense to me. Did we just redo this turn? Was there anything that was, like, bad? Maybe moving Ash up wasn't good? I like that. 20 damage there doesn't seem, like, hyper necessary. So... let's keep them out of the way.
Use caution.
Put you here.
Battle.
Heal. Wait, I thought I turned assist animations off. Oh, you probably have to do it per... oh, I did... okay. I did not do it for this thing yet. Got it. Beat him up. Nice.
You're no coward.
Sure thing.
Double him.
Who's next?
I was gonna say, do they even have a healer? And they do. They have this guy. This guy heals. I just realized he's a melee class war monk. He's a melee class that has heal. Interesting. What do you think of the DLC characters so far? I mean, they I want to pick up Constance and put her on things. Just like grab Constance by the waist and then like just like put her on boxes, like put her on objects, on countertops, you know? It's kind of like how I feel. But based on what I am gathering more about her personality is that she's a bit theatrical. And I am not sure why. Happy seems like she doesn't even want to be here. She seems like she's anything but happy. Yuri seems like the typical, like, pragmatic rogue character who's like, yeah, we can be on good terms for now. You know, like the person who feels like they're gonna backstab you at, like, literally any moment. Literally any moment, this person will backstab you. And then Balthus is a ripped man. That's, like, fine. He's aight. The classes are cool, for sure. So, like, Darkflyer seems like what we wanted Flame to be, and then Flame was not a Darkflyer because they didn't have the class.
As expected.
So, that's fair. That's fair. So now we can do something else with our We want a flying class, and we want to give them 11 sword. I think this is what we're gonna make our Bernadetta, actually, is this dark flyer class.
Ready and willing.
So that she can basically do what Constance is doing with having flim blah 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 and high crit chance. Seems cool. We want to wait on retaliation? Probably not. Rogue has pass. Oh, actually, you know who's my favorite DLC character so far? Is my favorite DLC character is Abyss Keeper. The gatekeeper for down here is my favorite character. Cause he's just like, hey you, I've got something to report. Why am I reporting you to you? Like what? I'm so glad they made a gatekeeper for the Abyss area. Like a gatekeeper character. It's my favorite.
How deep does this place go? I wonder if it's around here somewhere.
All we have here are your buddies' carcasses. Maybe you should turn around and go home.
Okay.
I'll cut through.
More guys. This map is hella long. I can only imagine that the last one is going to be the other corner. I got something to report to you, I guess. What wave are we on? 2, I think? I mean, that's concerning to me. It's like, what wave are we on? I was like, what? Is it gonna be like 10 waves or something? I'm scared. That's a lot of guys. Take this death. Take death. Oh, you have like cast range. Death.
That's a
This would make a nice endless mode. I can see it. I wonder if, yeah, you could make like a Fire Emblem, what's it called? Ooh, that doesn't look very good. Like a Fire Emblem, Vampire Survivors clone. Where you can like draft Vantage, for example. I mean, you'd have to change it, obviously. But you like pick abilities as the characters level up. That'd be kind of cool. Is Constance gonna die by getting punched 1, 2, 3, 5, 17 times? Probably. It's like I don't want to play the rest of this turnout because I can kind of see that that's like the positioning is quite bad. But I'm willing to like believe in Constance.
Well, how was that?
I'm willing to believe.
I must steel myself.
Hey, Constance, just don't die. Don't die, Constance. Just, do anything but die. Please don't die. Fire Emblem has a fan-made roguelike. Oh, that's cool. Is it like... What is it called, I guess? Always concerned about quality. Because I feel like balancing for roguelikes is very difficult. For lack of a better way of putting it. Like I don't know if I even trust like many good studios to... Oh, well, I mean... Okay, if we weren't sure that she was going to die, she gets credit for 99. Yeah, roguelike balancing is hard, so... So we're gonna be back here instead. Done. I'm curious to know or see what their quality is like. I think there's a fan-made roguelike Fire Emblem ROM out there
Sure
somewhere.
thing.
Oh, like it's a ROM. I'm sure this will be fine. Yuri will probably be fine, right? No? Should I wait? There's an avoidance tile there. Can I, like, move a little bit and then swap? Do this first. Nice.
Your defeat was inevitable. Stay focused.
Most Fire Emblem fan games take form of ROMs specifically for Fire Emblem 8. I see.
I'll give it my all.
I'm not super well versed in using like ROMs and stuff.
I'll cut through.
I wonder if it's something that I should learn about.
You never had a chance.
I guess. You sit here, attacked by literally everybody. I think it's fine as is. Okay, so what I wanted to try and do was I'm gonna stand here, and then I'm assuming this works. Maybe it doesn't. To do this, can I then move? Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
Ready and willing.
That's called thinking with portals. Almost literally, because they swapped places.
Who, me?
Out of my way.
Oh, mystery crest. Oh, we don't know what his crest is. Nice 0 damage. I'm so excited to use like a Fortress Knight in the Edelgard playthrough. Just actually have a good damage reduction unit. Okay, that's a lot of mages. Can I do this? Freeze yourself.
Time is now. Too reckless.
Nice. Nice. That's clean. That's actually so clean. Yeah. That is less clean. Got like awkward damage distribution. We don't just kill things. We don't just kill things, and sometimes we overkill things.
Yep.
Thanks for confirming that for me, Happy. Appreciate that. Can't get in range.
Thank you.
Nice.
Each battle.
It's like a crit would make this a lot easier.
Amazing.
Weird that whenever I think like, oh, a crit would make this a lot easier, and then it happens to crit. The power of thoughts. Constance cannot hit a crit, though. Unfortunately, she is unable to perform criticals.
That's how it goes.
I'm assuming that Claude can kill the flyer. Does that just kind of make sense to me? Nice. Little guard bops up this guy. Nice. Literally huge. Oh. That's interesting. Don't like that. Because I don't know if Edelgard can survive an attack from one of these guys. 20, so attack is 32. Resistance here is 12. 32, 20, so 20 damage even if it's 20 times 2. It's 40. At 27, 13. Oh, it doesn't even say times 2, right? I forgot that you can see the preview with the intent lines. So this should be totally fine. Let's get some HP back. Seems kind of value. So anyways, the Nosferatu dodge tank over here kind of goes crazy. Kind of goes sort of wild. Make use of our 2 healers before we forget. It's weird that my monk is also the other healer.
Your defeat was inevitable.
I must steel myself.
Just mop it all up. Just give him the mop, you know? I was hoping that there would be a way to keep you in place, but I guess you really want to attack Edelgard for some reason? Can I do something like... I go... here... Nah, I can't get her out of range. Fortunately. Probably fine. Yeah, it's 0 damage. Nice! Nice.
Well, how was that?
Alright, where's the treasure? I've had it with these Abyssians.
Jeez, will it ever end? I love a good brawl, but I'm sick of looking at these fools.
What the hell?
I thought I smelled fresh blood.
Why the hell are you here?
Tonight, that sword awaited you in the holy mausoleum. Show me its power.
What the hell? Vote all enemies except the Death Knight. What? Why? Why are you here? What the fuck is this? Also, welcome, Cesar. How are you? I'm doing well. Been a while. I noticed that you weren't here. Mostly because you were interested in knowing if Dorothea was going to be my wife. So I was like, oh, I wonder if... It's a shame because you were like half of the meme on... You donated for like 40% to roll Dorothea. We did... by the Wheel of Fate. Through the Wheel of Fate, we rolled Lysithea. Not rigged. Did not rig it at all. I just did it. Wanted to tell you about the Death Knight, but wanted to surprise you. Yes, thank you for not telling me that the Death Knight was going to be here. I think that that's better. It's better to not tell me these things. But I can just experience it myself. Welcome, Anthony. Wonder if we can kill the Death Knight. I mean, my hope is that we can, but there's just a giant wave of enemies. I don't think we'll get a chance to attack the Death Knight.
Adorable.
No, like, I actually hit it 20%. That's crazy. So yeah, how's it been, Cesar? How are you doing?
Out of my way.
I think I would have felt more bad if I rolled Dorothea as my wife, and then you weren't here for it. I think that would have been funny. It was a very busy week. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm not, like, shaming you. I was just like, oh, I wonder if... It's unfortunate that, like, you weren't there to experience the meme, that you were part of your investment. Part of your monetary investment was in that meme, so I felt bad moving forward without you. Your cannon will give you a good weapon. Yeah, I saw that the there was the bag there. So we'll certainly try. How it was Lysithea win just with the 10%? No, Lysithea was a 40% on the wheel. As you may have remembered, Poi donated to let me live my life. Oh, this is probably good.
I've got an ace up my sleeve.
So we did well. We did good. And this time around, our current standings are... You see, I'm pretty sure I wrote down the Edelgard team. Yeah, we're currently on... So it's equal weight now, for $1. Is we have 5 for Petra, 5 for one of the DLC units, 20 for Linhardt, and 5 for Edelgard. Hey, welcome, Rance. I was just talking about how we have a split of 5, 5, 20, and 5 for each unit. And it's filling up fast. I mean, we're gonna have to use a DLC unit, so I don't know who we're gonna use. Like, I do... Here's the thing, is I kind of want to use Constance because she's cute. However, the problem with that is, she's a Dark Flyer, and I already wanted, like, Bernadetta to be a Dark Flyer, maybe, and, like, you know... Can I put for another character? Yes, so after we finish the DLC, we'll be continuing with our Black Eagles route. And I think currently, just so, okay, I mean, I may go back and reference this, but I guess I could write it on a notepad, but I'm going to put it in chat. It's like, currently we have Edelgard, Magic Caster, and then, I don't know what the Professor is doing. Professor... Why Black Eagles? Because I've already played Golden Deer a long time ago, so I think I will leave that one for last. I am still interested in playing it. If people are interested in watching me play it, right? But Black Eagles is one of the ones I'm the least familiar with, because I remember at the time I played part of it and then I like didn't pay attention to anything. So I have no idea. Both. I wanted to play both. So I wanted to have everybody... Like, I wanted to continue the story up to the point where I can, like, make the critical decision and then do both. Because I want to just... Like, I kind of just want to play all of the routes, because, like, I want to get the story, which I'm not usually this involved in the story. But, yeah. But I'm strangely heavily invested in the story. Oh yeah, I think Professor was going to be a tank. Prof, Armored Knight. I think that's what we were going to do. Also, yes, Cesar, so we started another run. This is the DLC. So this one, like, this DLC is like... This doesn't affect our main playthrough. But yes, on our other playthrough where we're playing Black Eagles, that is another run. And I've reset the thing. Armored Knight Byleth is based. Yeah, because I didn't want to like do the same thing as before. The story is the one good thing about this game, so it makes sense. Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot, and I like seeing the different angles, I guess. Because I wasn't very invested when I played it the first time. Like, I was just trying to get my bearings on playing Fire Emblem, so, like, I really wasn't paying attention. I think I skipped most of the story. Like, just dead-ass, like, press the skip button. So, Prof was going to be an Armored Knight. Bernadetta. Dark Flyer. Fire. Crit. Emblem, whatever that is. So I wanted to do that. Lynn was going to be Armored Knight to Holy Knight. Damage reduction plus Nosferatu. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else were we gonna use? Who else is in Black Eagles? Let me go check. Fire Emblem, Black Eagles, Black Eels. Petra was donated for. Petra is going to be a sniper. Petra was going to be a sniper because I thought it was boring to just make her an axe flyer. We weren't going to use Hubert. We weren't going to use Ferdinand. We weren't going to use Caspar. We're not going to use Dorothea at the moment because I don't really care to use her. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 of the 10 locked in currently. Where's my wallet? Oh my god. Well, you can do what you feel is necessary. Also, let me know if you want to add them to the marriage pool or not, which tends to be why people donate. because, you know, chat is obsessed. Yes, that you could donate me $5 to get me to use her for the playthrough. Then I'll have to figure out something to actually get her to do. Yes. So also to clarify, the way that I'm running it right now is that the dollars donated for forcing me to marry someone, which affects the S support that I go for at the end, and also how much suffering is inflicted on me, is $1 per weight per ballot. So it's just 1-to-1, and then that makes the weights easier at the end. Also because I think it's funnier because people can donate like $1 for Manuela, and then she has a 1% chance of being my marriage candidate. I just think that's funny. I don't know if I'm gonna make her an assassin. I think I might have a different idea for her. Yeah, I don't think we have a white mage yet. Take that back, you will use Ferdinand von I. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. I really did not want to. I really didn't want to because his name is Ferdinand von Aegir, and I don't have to say Ferdinand von Aegir for the entire fucking playthrough. Okay. Well, why he's based? Oh my god. Okay. Then Ferdinand von Aegir. Okay. But he's him, and by him I mean Ferdinand. Oh my fucking god. I really did not want to have to say Ferdinand von Aegir for the entire run. I love his supports. Oh my god. But he's Ferdinand von Aegir. So he's not part of the marriage pool because I'm male Byleth, but sure. Okay. So Ferdinand, Dorothea for Assassin. Oh my god. Why just call him Ferd? Because, Cavalier, his name is Ferdinand von Aegir. Because that's his name. His name is Ferdinand von Aegir. So I have to say it every single time. Ferdinand von Aegir. So if we're gonna move Ferdinand von Aegir, we have to say, wow, it's time for Ferdinand von Aegir to move. Oh, we were thinking of using Flame, but we can't if we're doing Crimson Flower. Okay, well, thank you for the supas. Make sure you like the supers. Do it. You must like them. Okay, so 10 for Dorothea. Do you want me to also put Dorothea into the marriage list? Or no? I'm assuming yes, but I do feel like I need to ask you. We're using a lot of the Black Eagle cast. Oh my god. Taking things to an higher level. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I mean, he has a good personal skill, but he says it in every time in combat, so it's only right that Flar does as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No problem, Cesar. Please again be responsible with your finances. I don't know how else to say that. Okay, so we'll have to figure out something to do with Dorothea. Sorry, I'm just gonna, like, write this stuff down, by the way, real quick. I know we're literally in the middle of the DLC combat, but... Okay, notepad. So this is for... Eagles. Run. Which, just for the record, like, we're gonna be doing the DLC, which will probably take a couple streams. I might want to, like, rush through it. Like, not rush through it, but, like, I might be interested in doing it, like taking longer streams for next week. I can, like, prepare myself to do that. And then we can kind of get through the DLC. Because, like, these ideas for character builds are kind of, like, lit. I don't know. I'm just, like, really excited to do them. Okay, so Edelgard, the caster. Prof is armored knight, damage reduction character. Bernadetta will be a dark flyer. Crit caster, I guess, is what we're going for. And also, like, we'll build her similar to plus rescue, is what we're looking for. Lynn is going to be an armored knight, a holy knight. Nosferatu plus damage reduction. Petra's a sniper. Sniper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ferdinand von Eyre. And Dorothea. We also have a DLC unit. We don't know who we're using yet. Probably Constance, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 units currently that are locked in. I kind of want to use Lysithea, but if we just use her for supports, because she apparently has cute supports, that's fine. No, Lysithea hasn't been donated for. But I was interested in using her as a character. So we have 8 currently. We have 8 locked in. How am I doing with either of these characters? So we have... Like, the thing is, Ferdinand is obviously a dodge tank. I just don't know if there's anything else interesting we can do with him. Sorry, Ferdinand von Eyre. Dorothea has white magic avoid, which I thought would be interesting to make her like a Nosferatu dodge tank. It's funny to have Dorothea as an assassin when Trickster is better in basically every way for her. Yeah, I think we could make her a Trickster, maybe. Question mark? Ferdinand will probably be dodge tank of some capacity. Like just a regular striking unit. Constance. I don't know what she's gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what any of them do. Trickster Dorothea is kind of cool. Okay. Lazar donated for Assassin, but Trickster is just Assassin with access to magic. Well, I never said that the donations determined what I'm gonna do with the character. It's just I have to use them and they get added to the marriage pool. I refuse to make Assassin Dorothea without any other kind of convincing. If we call Flares von Lyria Flar, we can call Ferdinand von Eyre Ferd. Once again, no, I think I am obliged to call them Ferdinand von Eyre every single time. I think Flar is intimidated since Ferdinand is a superior Von. That's not true. Von Lyria is way better than von Eyre. Grappler Ferdinand von Eyre with Brawl Avoid plus 20. That sounds kind of dope. That sounds dope as hell. Wait, that's so sick. We could do that. I like that idea. So Grappler... Grappler Dodge Tank. Sure. That's cool as hell. We'll just have him walk up to people and slam their... He's coming in from the top row! Oh my god! So probably Trickster Dorothea, and then I don't know what we're doing with our DLC unit yet. But yeah, so that is currently our... I'm just gonna say this on my desktop. Beagles run. So if you want to see a unit be used, there's currently 2 slots available. I'm taking as low as $5 to put them in. What did you miss about the S support? So we finished the other run. We finished our Blue Lions run, and I married Lysithea. It was a 40% chance to roll Lysithea, 40%, I think around 40% for Dorothea, and there were a couple of 20%s, and then like there was a 1% to re-roll, a 2% to roll Flame, and 1% for Bernadette, I think. And then I got the only true ending. Like the correct ending for the Flaris timeline is marrying Lysithea and saving her from crest cancer. Very important. So canonically, that has already happened, and the universe answered my call to marry the correct option, which is good. That's great. I'm glad. Like you can't make that shit up. You know what I mean? I didn't even have to do the bit where I re-rolled it like multiple times until it happened, right? It just like actually just happened, which is hilarious. I was expecting to have to like run a bit and then like, you know, and be funny, but I just like literally didn't even have to do that. Yuri is your favorite DLC character? He's definitely very pretty looking, you know what I mean? And I'm curious to know about like what his deal is. Because he's clearly got that like I'm a bad guy, sort of, you know what I mean? I don't even know. So I'm curious to know what his deal is. Also, yeah, wow, so the Death Knight does get attacked by other people. And then they die. Nice.
As expected.
Huge crit. That's actually not good, I don't think. See, my problem here is I don't know if there's another corner. Like, I don't know if this is the last wave of reinforcements. Because I want to kill the Death Knight, but if I just, like, sweep all of these guys. Dorothea for the S support of this run. Yeah, so Cesar, once again, that's fair. I put her in there, but the standings are currently 5 for Petra, 5 DLC unit, probably Constance. 20 for Lynn. 5 for Edelgard. 10 for Dorothea. Dorothea. Petra, Constance, Wynn, Edelgard, Dorothea. So those are currently the standings, which would result in 25, 30, 35, 45. So it's approximately like, you know, 12%, 12%, 12%, 20, 40%. That's approximately the breakdown of who I would end up as supporting. Because we're gonna spin a wheel. You know, I don't get to choose. Randomness gets to choose. Can I gambit again? Nope. I'm sad I don't have any Nosferatu stacks anymore. My favorite part of this DLC is we can use Edelgard, Claude, and Dimitri, the dream team. There. You do get to use all of the house leaders all at the same time. That's correct. Those are the odds. Say no more. I believe in my girl. Well, she lost last time. So, whatever that means. She lost actually on a 40%. She was like the second highest probability behind Lysithea. And she lost. So, I actually think I made it equal. I like reduced the extra percentage odds off of Lysithea. Because I thought it'd be funnier that way. Oh yeah, if I rolled reroll 2 times in a row, I was gonna say that I was forever alone.
stay focused.
Get him.
Now's our chance.
This time you can't complain to me. I gave you the best options. Well, no one donated for Lycithia yet, so unfortunately, you know, I'm still gonna recruit her because again, I'm interested in seeing some of her supports. Like you were saying, her support with Edelgard is really cute. So I will be doing that, but I'm probably not going to be using her. I think I'm looking forward to the most in the main run is one specific voice line from a random enemy on the second to last map. Okay. I'm going to forget about that immediately, and I can't wait to be surprised by it when it happens.
The fight continues.
Oh man. Hopefully there's like another what's it called? Well, they all have pass. That's why this is happening. No. The archer just has a lot of range. Okay. Man. You already got the scene. Plus, let's be honest, Lysithia's cute, but she's not going to be good in bed like Petra and Edelgard. I don't know what to tell you, but the ending screen said we had 2 children. So I'll let you think about that for a second. 2 children. Not 1, not 0, 2. Twice. It happened twice. I don't know why the game was like... I don't know. It just felt out of nowhere. I did not remember the game telling me how many children I had with the... You don't have to be good in bed to have kids. Guys, I guess you're right. I guess you're right, but... I guess I was thinking more that because that was involved or happened, that, you know, couldn't have been that bad, right? Carried even in bed. Oh, God. Better than Bernie and Casper's ending where they have like 12. What the fuck? Oh my God. Damn, holy shit, dude. I mean, I guess if Bernie never wanted to leave her room, then that's kind of what happens, no? That's kind of what happens. Oops. Skip the dialogue again. I know you like Dommy Mommies. Edelgard will give you what you want. Oh my God.
I'm at my limit.
I mean, listen. Just, you know. Sometimes you just want them to be, like, a little nice to you. Sometimes you want, like... There's, like, soon and then there's daring, right? But sometimes you just, like, want a little bit of daring. Too much... You don't want too much soon. Nice vomit! Oh my God. Come on now. Oh, you just fucking die. Well, that's not good. I was hoping that you were gonna not die. You gambit him to death? Oh. I guess I could do this and then pull him away and then retreat. The problem is I think the rest of the people are gonna just get themselves killed on retaliations. Oh, he's immovable. Oh, that's not good.
I could use a break.
Why don't we just like back up? Why don't we just like retreat?
I will prevail.
Warping Hilden might do the trick. The problem was I don't know if there's another... I wasn't sure if there's going to be another wave of reinforcements. Does someone want to tell me if there's going to be another wave of reinforcements? So that I know if I should Divine Pulse right now and try to go for this, or if I should not Divine Pulse because there's going to be another wave. Anyone want to just tell me so that I don't have to... Because we might need to redo the map if I fail here. Because I realized, I was like, oh, I could, actually, wait.
Use a break.
Well, maybe it doesn't matter, because what I could do is I could stun you. I could like stun this guy, right? Oh, but then he's gonna attack. Oh, so that doesn't really work. I need a ranged gambit.
I'll give it my all.
Who has a ranged gambit?
Sally forth.
Here's your gambit. Assembly. I mean, this works.
We can handle that.
We shall take any opening you can.
Is this wave 4 counting the original one as wave 1? Yeah, so there was wave 1, then the top corner, then the top left corner, then the bottom left corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is wave 4.
Stay focused.
Sure thing.
This is the end. Okay. Thank you for checking that for me.
Who's next?
So here's the thing, is that
Not bad.
I don't know if what I want to do here is bank on the fact that Constance isn't going to kill the... That's stupid. That's not going to happen. Okay, so let's go back. Let's try this again. We want to warp 1 unit in to kill the Death Knight. Dimitri does, like, some amount of damage. So... we can warp 1 person in. I mean, we could warp Balthus in. Strength 28. Attack 37. Attack 36. I think Balthus is probably better suited to attack him. Protection is 28 to... 36. It says 4 more might, so it'd be 40 times 2 is 80. 80 minus 28 times 2. 80 minus 56 is 24, right? Make sure to do the same roll order so Dimitri doesn't die to the 26% crit rolls. Oh, you're right. I think I attacked with Dimitri first. I'm pretty sure I didn't roll the things on the left-hand side of the map, and I did this first. Like 90%. Does he have 1-2 punch or anything? 1-2 punch? Like a... He has whatever these are. Serrate. He has all of these. I mean, this seems better than Claude by a fairly reasonable margin. So we're gonna try this. Because he seems like he's a good attacker. So we'll do this. Once again, we're going to roll Dimitri first, because I believe that's how we did this.
I'm at my limit.
What do you got? Okay, this is on a 72. Eviscerate looks like it works on an 82. Yeah, so it's like 272s or 182, and I'm pretty sure it's 182.
Baggage you got, pal. Just how many people have you slaughtered? Countless.
Jesus. So edgy. Got him. Alright, nice.
I've indulged too much. I take my leave for now.
Honestly, what a nuisance.
Shut the fuck up, Edelgard. Literally shut up. Shut your face.
Ready and willing.
Shut the fuck. Teehee, what a nuisance, hee hee. Hee hee teehee. Oh, what a little goober down here. Oh, they're being such a little goober nuisance.
I'll give it my all.
Shut the Oh, nice crit.
Doing my part.
Nice.
I never doubted you.
Stay focused.
35. Okay. Well, that's just silly, isn't it?
Sally forth.
Again, there, Constance. Beat him up. Got him.
Fearless, as usual.
Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Byleth MVP again. And smithing stones. Who is you?
Boss, that's the last of them.
Nice.
Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
Oh. Oh, that guy did a backflip.
I'm taking you with me, punk.
What the?
Not allow it.
Who the hell are you?
Helfric, you're here. Well, shall we capture this fool?
What's up, Alfredo sauce?
Elfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
You literally didn't participate. You weren't even there.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
Good to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the
Oh my
Church
God.
consider the existence of Abyss
Oh
to
my
be
God.
something of a nuisance.
Scarlet, that's wild. Better to live in a sunless crypt than to be buried in one. Yeah, I can see that. I don't think... Yeah. Once again, I can't tell if Quad was just being sarcastic because he felt like being sarcastic, right? But it is kind of like, okay, well, we're in medieval times. I don't know if we can, like, I don't know what other options we have except for having a underground thieves ring.
I'm afraid so. Those within the church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
That's the church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
What are you talking about? The church is fine. The church, we're totally cool in the church. Definitely not anything about burning the heretics.
But I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the church walk all over us.
If it was Rhea, I would let the church walk over me. On me, on top of me, walk on me, trample me, you could say, step on me, only if it's Rhea.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
Setef? Maybe not Setef for me, but respectable.
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
Wait, when'd you meet Gerald?
I met Gerald back when he was a knight. I was born and raised in Garreg Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine.
Oh.
I was even present for their wedding.
Yo, let's
With parents
go.
like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But...
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Sure, I'd be down to hear about my mom. About my mother.
Cindered Shadows. The Rite of Rising.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a cutscene. And there was no cutscene. You want to do the next map?
Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Okay, well, you didn't even have to search him out.
Yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
I never got to hear about my mom.
I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
Nerd. She was a nerd. Nerd.
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back
Her name
then,
is Citri?
Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions.
Ah, that must be where I get it
when
from.
she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Right.
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it. I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with
That's
Gerald
cute.
before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's aight working here. I'm sure nothing is gonna go wrong. Everything is gonna be
choice but
fine.
to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do
Having
so
two
for
children
Jason,
with Lysithea, you
whose
know,
wish to experience such
as you
things shall
do,
regretfully
full experience.
never be granted. I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Shut up, Alfric, you incel? Wait, sorry, I don't know if I understand. Wait. Maybe I learned more about his personality later.
Did those
But
foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And I wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
sorry, I just wasn't paying attention to what he said. What I got was okay. Okay, unsolicited advice. Live a full life. Oh, because he was like, oh, your mom died, by the way. Cannot deny it. Stubborn notion. Okay. Can never be as good as Gerald. Your mom was so frail. I wish I could be like Gerald. So your mom would love me? Wait, what? Did he say that your mom would love me? Oh. We tell stories. Okay. Travel with Gerald before coming here. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, I'm inclined to believe you, Scarlet, but know that this is a place where I tend to be hypercritical when people add coloring to statements of other people. Which the context for, just to be clear, is usually because I try to come from a place of understanding, and I try to do that very actively. Mostly because my baggage is that I used to not do that, and I felt like I was very unfair to people. But yeah, I wasn't getting the so that your mom would love me instead. I definitely think that this was a little pushy to say this. To be like, you should live for your mom because she's dead. Like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I don't know. But my point is, the reason I'm going back is because I felt like I wasn't really paying too much attention to what he was saying. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fair for Alfric to admire Geralt. I think that people generally have communicated that Geralt is a very, like, heroic person, that they, like, look up to him. And also, like, I think it is fair to say that our mom was frail if she was, like, literally a nun that was unable to travel outside of the monastery. We also know that she died giving birth to me. So it's not really, like, a character judgment to say that my mom is frail. It's just, it seemed to be that she was, like, literally physically unable. Like, not capable. Which is fine. I mean, like, people have different circumstances, right? So I don't think this was a... I don't think that's really how I read this. Just seemed like he cared for Citri as a friend and wanted the best for her. Yeah. And he looked up to Geralt. Yeah, exactly. It's like he looked up to Geralt as someone who made her happy. Yeah. Which is very sweet. I think that that's cute. I thought this was cute when I was listening to this, where it's like he could tell a very boisterous tale, like, and be very like, haha. It's interesting. That's how I saw Alois. Like, Alois seemed like the person who kind of like speaks like that. But he also admires Geralt, which is weird. Like, it's weird in a sense because Geralt seems very stoic, right? It's probably because of, like, his life experiences, right? But, like, it just seems, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can definitely say that I wasn't paying the most attention. Naturally, I'm not a perfect individual. I just tend to be critical when people are like... when I feel like people are interpreting things that were not said. Which, interpretation is fine too, just for the record. I said this before as well, that, like, part of the purpose of art is that, like, the people who made it have experiences that they put forward in, like, an artistic expression. So in this case, it's a game, right? And they will, like, put their baggage and experiences and how they view the world into, like, what is in the game. It's what gets manifested. So then, when you play that game or story, you interpret it through your lens. You put your own experience against what is put in front of you, and then you interpret it in some way. This is fine. Like, that mechanism is completely normal. I just think it's important to be aware of what baggage you are bringing to a story and how you're interpreting it. If only to, like, be able to see a different perspective, because there might be value outside of the... There could be value outside of the message that you are taking from it. So, for example, I guess to use myself as an example, one of the lenses that I don't personally bring towards games a lot is the political lens. And the reason for that is because I care more about people than I care about groups of people. I think it's been my experience and observation that groups of people are pretty dumb. There's the saying, it's like groups are dumb, masses are dumb, individuals are intelligent. That is a baggage that I carry. So I don't care as much about politics. The thing is, there are people who I believe can discern political messages from games. And I think that that is valid for them to do, and I think that there can be value in doing that. I don't choose to adopt a political lens when viewing art. Yes. But I can see the value in it. So then you would flip that the other way around and then say that the people who can only view an art or game through the lens of political messaging then are losing the value about viewing an individual's story, right? So to say that, like, a particular feature or a particular way that a character carries themselves or something is about some kind of greater message about society, right? Something like that. But then they fail to acknowledge that this character is like a person who has experiences happen to them, right? So it's just a lens. It's about swapping through lenses, right? There's different perspectives that you can view something. And actually, it's been my overwhelming experience that you can choose to bring any lens to anything, right? You can use any perspective or underlying logic to observe something else, which is typically, this is one of the most inane things that I actually hear from people who are like very political brained, is that everything is politics. That's what they like to claim. But my observation of that, or how I understand that, is that you can bring any lens or consideration to anything. So you could make like anything into a religious debate. You could make anything into a political debate. You could make anything into an anything debate using any line of logic. And I don't like that. I don't like that as a reality in the world. In the perspective that I believe that they're closing themselves off purposefully by not choosing to understand. And that is like against my ethos as a person. I just want to understand shit. Because like, I recognize that a lot of my like painful suffering in this world comes from not understanding shit. So I just try to understand. So it's like, well, why do these people choose to only have like one lens? It's like, well, probably because it's protective for them, right? Because they get like so wrapped up in it that the thought that their life could be anything else is like painful to them. Like there's no way they could accept a reality where like games have something to do than with more games have something to do on a personal level or on a creator to creator individual emotional level than like the political messaging of something. That's like impossible for them because they just don't want to, right? And that's okay for that person, but it's not okay to me. So yeah. All things are influenced by politics, and a part of understanding a thing or a person might be understanding the political angle, but politics isn't unique in this regard. Yeah, I guess it's more that, like, I don't even necessarily agree with the claim that all things are influenced by politics. I don't necessarily agree with that either. Right? I just think that it's a lens that you can turn on or off. So, like, if you turn the lens off, then you could say that it's not being affected by it. If there's ever a frame of reference that you could theoretically observe something without that frame of reference, it means that it's not all-encompassing. Is the way that I see it. And I guess the other half of that is for the people who claim that everything is, one thing, is that, like, they're incapable of turning off that lens. I think that's the problem. So they can't see things a different way. Anyways, this was a really long ramble and rant. I just felt like I wanted to explain myself because, like, I think that this is pretty important to, like I said, my ethos as a person. Because I guess I don't like getting wrapped up in, like, very strong ideological beliefs that people try to, like, force down my throat. Which, once again, not to point out the hypocrisy, but just to, like, understand that a lens of judgment will always have a dichotomy that's almost unavoidable, is that, like, I like to think that the lens of understanding doesn't come from a place that requires you to understand, right? So you could say that me standing on a pedestal for an extended period of time to explain that my primary lens for living life is understanding. You could say that that is a single-pointed belief or lens that I'm trying to give to somebody, right? But the reason why I don't really think it's a problem is that, like, I can view the dichotomy of the lens as such. So, the lens of understanding does not require me to, like, admit or stand any ground on any kind of, like, extreme belief that is harmful to other people. Like, there is no requirement for me to boil down the world to, like, I haven't read what you said yet, Poi, but, like, the two things you said, economics and politics. So, like, it doesn't require me to undermine any other kind of lens in order to adopt it. Right? It's just about, like, seeing what is there. And then the other half of the lens is something that we can understand. So what is the purpose of not understanding something? And the conclusion that I've come to is that the purpose of choosing not to understand something is simply to, like, protect your own sense of identity or ego. So, like, I feel like I understand the dichotomy of the lens, and it seems to be, like, the most widely applicable lens that I've ever used. So I like it a lot. I think it has, like, genuinely improved my life a lot. So I try to use it whenever possible. This is not always possible, but again, the dichotomy is, like, what is the purpose of using it, and then what is the purpose of not using it? So I can't claim that someone who is trying to protect their ego would choose to not understand something because, like, that's what they're trying to do. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. I understand that that's what they're trying to do. And that's fine. Like, they're allowed to do that. And then I can just, like, let it be. I understand it, so I can let it go. It's like, I don't need to care about this. Yeah. So I don't think it's the most, like, extreme ideology to care about or whatever. Just trying to understand things is fine. I don't need to, like, defend parts of my ego or sense of identity all the time. Sometimes I do. Okay, so let's read what Rand said first. Little late, but I feel like what they're trying to communicate with him is genuine love. He genuinely wants what's best for her, even if it goes against his wishes. Yeah, so I think that was clear. I see economics as a part of politics, and also above politics, as politics is almost entirely about economics IMO, and there are very few things done that aren't in some form influenced by economic factors. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Is that so your claim, right, is that, like, because everything has to do with money or economics, that, like, that is a branch of politics, right? So it has been my claim over and over and over again multiple times that it's like, can you, like, do an artistic endeavor or live in a world or talk to a person without thinking about, like, the money directly? And the answer for me is, like, yes. So there can be economic factors to the thing, right? Like, if we think about a thought or, like, an object. So let's say, like, making a drawing, right? There are certain things about that object that you can bring to it. So you can say, well, this object has value in an economic system. You could say that about the object. But the object itself, the drawing itself, does not have economic value until you put it into it. That's what I'm saying. So by separating those two things, there's, like, the object itself, and then there's you putting the value judgment into that object. Which is why I think the lens of, like, politics and economics can immediately be removed. Because I'm the one putting it there. I don't have to put it there. Why do I have to put it there? Like, I never agreed to that. Right? So other people can view the object through the lens of this thing, but that doesn't mean I have to, like, do that all the time. I can acknowledge that that lens is there while not boiling down the entire existence of reality to that one lens. I know that, like, reality is way more complicated than that. Does that make sense? So, like, here's the thing, right? Is that you could, like... I would also say that you could separate, like, an economic and a political lens as well. I think that that can also be separated, but I don't think that there's... That's not, like, really my point. I would also say that, unfortunately, what this has led me to do, right? And sort of, like, where I've put my creative endeavors as seen by this stream and whatever, you know, which, by the way, thank you very much for all the monetary support. I do actually genuinely very appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the stream. However, you could say that on rate, like, the ROI based on my time put into this and what I get out of it is not financially a good idea. This is not the axis that I live my life on. I care about importance of person A to person B and what I am allowed to give to those people, whether that be like emotional, sharing my understanding, enjoying a shared experience, a game together, getting to chat shit, like whatever. That's what I care about. Because I think the value of like sharing my understanding with other people is like significantly higher than like the ROI on like whether I get $5 or not. I don't think saying that everything can be seen from different angles and has multiple reasons for being how they are is crazy, or at least it shouldn't be. Yeah, so allow me to clarify the context, is that this is specifically in relation to this statement. So this is the type of statement that I'm talking about, and you can fill in whatever ism you want to put in here. Whatever that's like politics or, well, it's not politicalism, but, right? Whatever guiding ideology you want to put in this space, you can do so. The way I will interpret the world is through the lens of this, because everything is related to this. So you could say that, well, because politics is in everything, then everything is politics. The second half of that statement is not actually true. Right? There is an action of choosing to view something through a lens, and that's my problem with it. Is that it's like, it's not that everything is this thing, it's that you're choosing every time to view things through that lens. Just because you can view it through that lens doesn't mean that everything is that lens. The object and the lens are two separate entities. An object is just an object. An art piece is just an art piece. What you think about that and what lenses you bring to observing that object is what you should be careful of. Because a lot of people go down rabbit holes and then the only way they view life is through a certain lens, and we see what happens to those people. You know? Which is, again, I'm more or less agreeing with you, I think. I think we're agreeing too. I'm just trying to point out to you that the reason why I brought this up is that, like, I think there are people who view the world through one lens. So the entire reason why this discussion started is that I noticed that a lens was being applied to the media in front of us. And I was like, well, hold on a second. Like, I don't know if I agree with that interpretation of this lens. I don't know if I agree with that. Right? Because I guess you could even see, like, there's an analogy here. I don't think it's 100% accurate, but like, you keep using the same lens and over again. Like, the same lens, the same lens, the same lens, the same lens. Right? Is that, like, it gets kind of dirty. Right? Like, you have to clean that shit. Because, like, then you're not even seeing the object anymore. You're just seeing the warped distortion through the lens, if that's the only one you use. right? Flar views everything as porno, so this is hypocritical. What the Sigma? Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And once again, I was trying to point out that, like, we can put the lens of understanding under the same scrutiny of, like, well, why do you choose to all-encompassingly use the lens of understanding? It's like, because I understand it. Because I understand the limitations of understanding. And, like, I'm okay with that. Like, it would be probably easier for me to, like, win an argument if I did not choose to understand the person, and then I just threw every logical fallacy at them over and over again until they caved, right? So if the goal is to win an argument and you want to win against someone else, right, then you don't necessarily have to use understanding. The lens of understanding has limitations. But for me, it's how I want to live my life. So. I'm going to be honest, my lens was information about this character that I learned outside of that conversation, to a point where going back and seeing earlier stuff, it made me interpret it differently. Yeah, that's totally fair. Once again, I did say, actually, like, sort of towards the start of this, was that, like, oh, maybe there's more information that I don't know. Right? I can afford to leave a question mark there, because, like, even though I feel a particular way, it's fine for me to leave a question mark there. Because, like, this entire underground scenario, like, this person who came out of nowhere, like, this is sketchy. Like, I do get that. Right? So I'm not siding with this person. Right? Because that's another thing entirely, too. I'm just saying, like, it has not been shown to me yet that this person is, like, dishonest. So they're gonna be the backstabber, and that's fun. Yeah. And similar to some of the other characters, just for the record, I think characters like, I'm trying to draw a parallel here to Edelgard, and the general idea is that it's like, you can understand, like, their intentions, and you can understand the logic of how they're trying to accomplish those intentions, and you can also understand that, like, the actions that they take aren't 100% of who they are as a person. And then, after doing all of that, be like, listen, Edelgard, I don't think it's a good idea to kill all the crest users. Like, I just don't know if I want to do that. Which Rance is going to tell me there's more to it. Which we don't know yet. We haven't played Black Eagles, just played Blue Lions. And I'm saying is that, like, you can extend understanding and still disagree with somebody. Which is probably what's going to end up happening with this Ulfric person, because he doesn't sound like sounds like he might be a sketchy individual. We'll say Ulfric gets a lot of my sympathy, because he has no delusions that she belongs to him. He's just happy if she's happy. That's true love. That's maybe one way of looking at it. If I can share a story, something like that actually did happen to me, kind of, maybe, I don't know. And maybe I can explain this in a way that doesn't make me seem like an incel, right? Because that wasn't the way that I saw it at the time. There is still some grievance inside of me, because I thought maybe, like this person is currently in a long-term relationship with the other person. And maybe some part of me believes that if I chose to capitalize on... Yeah, this is the cuck story. So if I chose to capitalize on this thing, that maybe I would have been in a long-term relationship with this person right now. She's still with this other person. But the short of it, it's unhealthy, don't get me wrong, but it earns my sympathy. I think it's okay for emotions to be in the past, and to recognize and acknowledge that those emotions are there and not here, right? But nonetheless, like, this is going to be something that I probably remember for a long time. It was back in, like, end of high school-ish, around there. And then one, one girl who I was like maybe interested in. Not really at the time of this happening, but you know, it's a pretty easy like, well, I thought this person was cute, right? She ended up breaking up with her boyfriend at around Valentine's. I don't know if I shared this part of it, but I thought like, oh, well, I'm interested in this person. Like, they already broke up. It's like whatever. Then I think I made chocolate for her, maybe. But then after that, I realized sort of, you know, more in the flirtatious stage. What ended up happening was like, she would be very like affectionate around like when her ex was there. So it kind of felt like she was like trying to be weird about it, like in confrontation of her ex, right? So again, mind you, I could have just like played along with this and gone with it and just been like, okay, well, eventually like this is going to stop being a thing and like we'll just move on together as a couple or something. But I was like, no, you know something? Part of this feels like kind of wrong. And she also explained to me, like as a friend, she explained to me like the circumstances of why they broke up, which was the I think, now this is going to sound kind of bad, but like I understand, I believe the guy is like on the spectrum, for example, so I don't blame him for not understanding what to do or how to handle it. But it was my understanding that the girl had like an anxiety attack in like a genuinely very stressful situation. Like they were like basically like trapped in a room effectively. So she was having an anxiety attack and he wasn't really sure how to support her in that moment, which led to like the relationship kind of like crumbling apart. But what I told her, I was like, okay, so first of all, like this feels kind of weird. Like just to be transparent, like it feels weird that like you're doing this thing specifically around your ex because it feels like you're like rubbing me in their face. Right? Like that's weird. It feels weird. But then I kind of suggested like, hey, you know, it sounds like this happened, but before that, it really seemed like you two got along in a very specific way that like I don't see in other people. So I think what you should do is like make up with your boyfriend. Right? Because this feels too weird for me. And like, mind you, you know, still her decision. She could have moved on with her life. She could have done anything. Like, it's fine. Where it ended with me was like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. This feels weird. It's my opinion, which I felt like I was allowed to share as a friend to this person. Like, hey, it seemed like you had something really special with this other guy. I think it'd be valuable to make up with that person. They are still together today. It's been like over 10 years. So I want to say I was right. Can I still have feelings of like love that were in the past? But I say now that person, if I accumulated that feeling inside of me, that like I love them. Maybe, I don't know. But that's just an emotion. I don't have to like care that much about it, right? There's actually another individual who I feel kind of similarly about. She is also in a healthy relationship. She family zoned me actually, which was hilarious. She said you're like a brother to me, and I was like, damn, I got family zoned for real. I also still know her to this day, and she's I think she's in a happy relationship. Welcome, Rav. So what I'm trying to say, and why I shared this story, was that like I understand that this person, like I maybe understand part of where this person is coming from, where they're like, I had a love for this person. It's, and I'm happy for them that they moved on with their life and that it does not have to do with me. I can still like view happily. And like, I'm also, I would say not good friends, but like I'm friends with like the guy as well. Like I know him. He's a good guy. So, you know, I can be happy for them, is what I'm saying. I can have had love this person. I could invoke feelings of love if I thought about it. And then I can still say, like, it's not... There's nothing to do with me anymore. Right? And then think fondly of them. Well, I think that's okay. Now, mind you, you've been alluding to it, and I just want to acknowledge it for a second, that, like, it sounds like Ulfric's gonna do some shit, which I'm now excited to learn about. It's gonna be really funny when it happens to me. And I just wanted to acknowledge it because, like, despite, again, I'm presenting you this entire narrative and story, I'm presenting you this entire line of logic, I still get you that this guy's probably weird. So, I'm excited to learn what that is. I'm excited to learn about that. Being unnecessarily vindictive, to put it kind of harshly, it sort of invoked what? To cuck myself? I've had, I think, 4 relationships presented to me that I, like, fucked up in one way or the other. Which is 5? Probably, like, 5, I would say. That I'm like, I could have written this out, and then I literally went out of my way to fuck it up. And I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I think she was being validly vindictive, by the way, for the record, because, like, going through an anxiety attack is, like... I knew what their circumstances was. To go beyond the family song. Oh my god. That's cursed. That's fucking cursed. How dare you? That's fucking cursed. Yeah, so... I just wanted to clarify, like, I knew what her circumstances were, like, her and his circumstances were at that moment where they had, like, the fight about the thing. Like, I got it. I think she was being reasonably vindictive. Or unless you're saying the rest of the behavior. No, okay, I think I get what you're saying. The rest of the behavior was, like, unnecessarily vindictive. Yeah. It was being... to me, it was just, like, being weird. Stop being weird about it. Don't be weird. So. Hopefully that lets you know who I am as a person, or at least a little bit more. Okay. We can get back to the video game, which I think I might choose to end soon. I feel like that took a lot of energy from me.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
Okay.
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
Hey, this cutscene's gonna be kind of long, so I was reading what you were saying, Rance. You're part of the family, all you need to do is convince her you're the baby, and you've got a good deal. That's fucking cursed. Yeah, I could see him harboring resentment for that. What does it mean?
It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However, the ritual failed. The four apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
Bring someone back, you say? With all the other context that I've been given, you know something sus. You know there's absolutely something sus. Definitely some sussy baka shit going on with this. Bring back a loved one, you say, huh? What does that mean, huh? How many life sacrifices do you have to make, huh? Or is it me?
The rite of rising, huh?
Yeah, the cum chalice has a lot of power. Yeah, it's the rite of rising, exactly. It's the rite of rising.
Ah, yes, the chalice of legend. My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mach's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
Okay. Wow, that cutscene was so long. I can't believe that cutscene was so long. It's nice to see the house leaders working together. Yeah, I do find it funny that, like, this DLC probably has all of them in it, because, like, if you went to do the DLC while you were in the middle of a route, it would feel kind of weird if your house leader wasn't there. You know? Felt kind of weird, no? Okay. Do I want to do the next one? I don't think so. I think I'm a little drained. I was already, like, a little tired.
Wow.
Or I feel like I've been a little tired because I've been spending a lot of time practicing. Maybe it's a good time to stop. I think we can do a longer one next week. On Saturday, Sunday. We can try and, like, just bang out the DLC. Unless one of the maps are, like, very difficult and, you know, it ends up being like the Engage DLC where map 6 is just, like, awful. What's wrong with the term bang it out? What does that mean? What do you, like, come on. Come on. Talking to them each chapter DLC gives unique dialogue. What do you mean? Yeah, there's like the red... Are you talking about the red bubbles? Or do you mean talking to them outside of the DLC? Talking to the DLC characters outside the DLC? Because we're definitely going to do all of the talking. Each chapter. But, like, we can afford to... in these sections and outside? Okay, well, we're not gonna go back to the... We're not gonna go to the main story, I think. I think we're just gonna, like, do this. But I don't want to have to, like, go back to the monastery every time to talk to them. That seems a little obtuse, in my opinion.
I see.
Yeah. Because I don't really see how... Yeah. I don't really want to, like, have to leave this DLC to talk to them outside of the DLC, to come back to this DLC, to do this thing. It's like, it just... I don't know. Seems like more trouble than it's worth. Unless there's, like, really specific dialogue, I guess, that we care about. Like, I just want to, like, stay here and finish it off. You can only do the outside when you've completed the DLC. Oh, okay, that's fine then, that's fine. I thought what you meant was, between each chapter of the DLC, in the main game, their dialogue changes. I thought that's what you meant. No, we're absolutely gonna do the DLC so that we can get the chapter by chapter dialogue in the main story. Like, that's why I'm doing this now as opposed to later. But I thought you meant we had to go from this DLC screen, exit this DLC, go to my main save, talk to each of the DLC characters in the monastery, then come back to this DLC, do the next chapter, and then repeat that. That would have been a little obtuse. I would not have liked doing that. Yeah, so I think that's going to be it for today. It's going to be it. Yeah, I figured as much, which is why we're doing this right now. So, okay, that's going to be it for today. We'll aim for, I will try to mentally prepare myself for a longer stream next Saturday, Sunday. And see if we can get the DLC going and sort of out of the way. I don't want to say out of the way, because like I'm enjoying it. I want to learn more. But I was also really excited for all these like goofy builds we want to do in the main story. So, all right. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for listening to me yap, my yapping, Japanese. I'm gonna say thank you so. If you're still here, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you again to all the support on these playthroughs. They're much well appreciated. Can't wait to have the last 2 slots locked in to some shit that I don't want to use. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Bye.